Judge, 5 minutes are here, so I agree.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes. All right. We will call him. No problem.
Passage.
Okay, counsel, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
All right, Judge, page 5, sitting Tom, come on up.
Oh, no. Chris.
Good morning, Ms. Cintron.
Good morning, Judge.
Ma'am, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. On February 19th, 2025, it was at approximately 10:24 p.m. Officers were dispatched regarding a patrol vehicle that was rear-ended by another vehicle. The patrol unit had heavy damage, leaving the patrol unit disabled. The impact of the defendant's car crashing into the patrol unit caused the unit to be pushed forward and crash into the car that the officer had pulled over on the side of the road for a traffic stop, causing heavy damage to that vehicle as well. The officer was trapped inside his vehicle and had to break the
I
driver's
think
side
I read about this.
window
Yeah.
to exit. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
The officer then made contact with the defendant, who was the driver, and helped her out of her motor vehicle. The defendant advised she was coming from Hooters and had consumed one alcoholic beverage, namely a Blue Moon, before the crash happened. Another officer made contact with the on-duty manager at Hooters, who advised that the defendant arrived around 5 p.m. and left around 10 p.m., provided the defendant's bill listing one Blue Moon and one Fireball shot. SMSTs were conducted. It was a 6 out of 6 on the HGN, but the walk and turn and the one leg stand were refused. The DIC was read and the defendant refused both breath and blood. A blood warrant was signed. There is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon out of the same transaction
Is that
because of the car accident.
because of the car accident?
So may I add a little bit to that, Judge?
I'm sorry?
May I add something to that, Judge? Judge, she was at the Hooters. There was some people there trying to get some real estate business going. She's a real estate agent. And as she's coming, she left and she's getting onto the freeway. She goes by there all the time. And she's entering the freeway, Highway 59 going north. She was entering and the police officer had stopped someone right there. I mean, it's right at the entrance. And I'm arguing upstairs that the police officer maybe should have moved up a little further up, not right at the entrance. She's trying to get in. She's looking to her left, the incoming traffic, and she hit the police officer on the right side. It wasn't like it was just, she got him from the right side of her vehicle. But you know, it is what it is, Judge. I'm dealing with it upstairs, but
I'm happy to entertain that in a suppression if you want. But right now, this is just probable cause, and I have to give them time to, craft arguments for them. So,
I'm not arguing the DWI judge. I don't even know what the blood test is right now.
we'll wait. Right.
We'll wait. But I'm upstairs. I don't want it to sound so bad to her because there was some contribution of some kind of negligence.
Again,
and
I understand.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, of course. So, have you run a license?
We have, it's eligible.
Okay. Ms. Cintron, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you run her, see if she has any prior DWIs, please? And Sassy. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, your bond will be revoked. You will go into jail. And that's it. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. If you do not have either, you may not drive. And that is a part of your bond condition as well. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
She doesn't have any history.
Okay, so because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Cervantes and he will tell you if and when you have to go back to court. If he tells me that you've gone AWOL, that we can't get a hold of you, likewise, I will, revoke your bond. Just stay out of trouble. Don't use, and especially don't pick up any new cases. Keep my community safe. That's all I'm asking. Do you understand?
I understand, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna have you sign a release. So Victoria, you'll get with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and after that, you guys are free to go.
I have one other thing, Judge. I don't know what the court can do about it. They've impounded their car at the towing place, And she has her laptop that she has all her contracts, her real estate business. She has, software for contracts, deeds of trust, and after.
Would you be opposed to getting laptop and things of that nature?
Don't want to let her get it. And she had her
File a
purse.
motion to return.
I'll not do that.
File it. I'll entertain it.
Very well, I'll do that. I'll have something on you.
I just, give a copy to state so that they can see it. With whether they have any opposition or not, we'll have a hearing and then,
Very well.
sooner you do it. Right.
We'll get it done, Judge.
I'd like to be.
Yeah, well, of course. Right. So just serve everyone and then,
Very well. Thank you, Judge.
all right, please.
Right this way. Judge, that's it for now. We have several waiting on attendance.
Okay.
Counsel, you may approach.
Give me a second, Mr. Moody, and I'll hit you up next. Good morning, Mr. Butler. Come on up.
I'm doing good. How you doing? On your
This
docket.
is that one case that we have.
Yes, sir. And the state and I have already talked, and we'd like to, I just want to give you
What's the last name again?
I'm sorry. On the docket, it is Marginal, Margenau, Valerie Carrillo.
I see it. I got it.
Okay, so just to remind you, Judge, this was a first DWI in 2015, standard 1-year probation. Not going to give you any excuses. She moved with her father to Corpus. We're here on the MRP. She's had no arrests since, no new law, no problems of that nature at all. The MRP was filed March of 2016. I've talked to the state and they've suggested 2 different ways to resolve it. One is to revoke and sentence her to the time she's already served, or 2, if the court wanted to do an unsat termination.
Did she do anything while she's on the probation? I mean, if she did nothing on the probation, then I'm not inclined to, you have to.
That's fine. No, I agree.
Right, so-
It's a conviction either way.
Tell me.
It looks like she started reporting to probation, and then about October, she failed to complete her TRIs. She failed to do her no driving affidavit. She was supposed to write a letter to a doctor, I guess, informing them that she was using opiates. She didn't do that as well. Because of the violations, it looks like she just stopped reporting after that.
Was she ordered to do a DWI education class?
Not that I've seen.
What?
And this was from 2015, the probation, so. I don't know if the standards have changed.
So it says 1-year probation, RUA, DAET, 24 hours community service. I can't even read what it is. Have you looked at the plea paperwork to see what?
Look now, Judge,
It's on,
and I do have.
and then, Mr. Butler, do you mind? Here, let me print it out. Maybe you guys can make this out. So what were the terms?
It looks just like the community service and writing a letter to the provider.
It says 200 something. What is that? Here, let me.
Counsel for Lisa.
Yes, I'll go ahead and.
So last name? Oh, this is- Yeah, what is it?
32.
Guys,
Yeah, I did the research.
take a look.
Yeah, I saw the judgment and the conditions. So we would, I mean, we're fine with what he suggested, which was he suggested a revocation.
She wants to do jail time?
Well, we were looking at a revocation credit for time already served.
I don't know. I mean, why would we just reward her for being gone 3,278 days? She didn't do anything while she was on probation. Why? Come up, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. It was. State, do you mind running her NCIC?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
You just need to yell like us. Your father to corpus. But I mean, you know, this not telling anybody, not doing anything. I mean, you started reporting, but you didn't do the interview. You didn't start community service. You didn't.
Well, like I couldn't meet one of my visitors tried to reschedule. She's gonna be on here by 5 when we're done.
All right, look, he doesn't like excuses. All right, tell him that you moved with your father in Corpus.
Well, Your Honor, but trying to pull it now. I can see though, I have her license, her license.
Excuse.
Okay, so Mr. Butler, there's a couple things that I'd like to do prior to acquiescing to you. The first thing that I would like to do is have her get her license back. She still, after, 10 years, still doesn't have a Texas driver license. And I don't want her out on the road if she's potentially driving without a license. State is saying that her license is not eligible, right?
And how's that run her NCIC, Your Honor? No new law violations.
No new law violations? Okay, great. So the only other thing that I would like is maybe a DWI education class, because that's the idea, that we learn so that there are no new offenses in the future. And then I'm happy to acquiesce with you.
Okay.
But
I will get a hold of DPS and find out. I don't know if her license is not eligible. I don't know if it's just because of the case or if there's like unpaid traffic. I don't know.
I will give you time, Mr. Butler. I mean, we were already at 3,200. What's another, 30 to 60 days to, I don't care.
License. I didn't take a class and pay a fine. That's what it said.
Okay.
The time doesn't matter to me at this point. Results are what matter.
Okay.
The only thing I would like is to get her back on the road legally. So car insurance in your name, a valid license, and that we have you learn something where you take a DWI education class, and then everybody's happy.
I'll go over.
But the idea is that you learn.
Yes, sir.
Because, watch the news. Every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. Every single day.
Sir.
It's got to stop. And the way it does is with education.
All right, I'll go.
So why don't we set it, I trust you, you're tip top. So why don't we set it 30 days to give you time to start looking into it? And then just keep us in the loop.
I'll do it, Judge.
We'll hold over the MRP.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead and have a seat.
Right this way.
You ready?
Yes, sir. Good morning, judges.
Hey.
I'm here on Mr. Barrett.
Case brings you out tomorrow.
Okay.
Just need a trial date, Judge, in this case. Ramona's not here, so I was asked to come talk to you. But
Oh, Ramona's not here. That's right. Well, I think that there's only 2 weeks that we had in March because of spring break. Give me a second. Let me pull up your trial calendar.
Syndrome?
Yeah, I think.
So we've got a bunch set for, oh my God, on March 18th, do you know how many got set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you want to do maybe 325
Perfect.
You want to do that day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's yours.
It's much.
Hey, Judge.
Wait a second. It's not, it's not at least 30 days. Today's the 27th.
That makes sense.
So how about 4/1?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's sufficient then. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Judge, in this large, doesn't have bond conditions.
The case that I was just on.
Okay, come up, ma'am. Thank you for letting me know.
So it doesn't start dating.
Ms. Martinell, I am ordering you as a condition of your bond while you're on bond in this court not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You will be randomly tested. I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you because I want at least one test that's negative. If I find that you're using alcohol or illegal drugs, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do not have a valid Texas driver license. You will now also be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. You cannot justify getting into a car for any reason.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
I do.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will get you to Felicia where you'll sign your bond conditions, and then you guys are free to go.
Okay, thanks, Judge. We already got a court date for 30 days.
Great. Okay, Mr. Moody. So, yes, Saul. Okay, let me get your date. Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Hop 24. I need, there's a PTI agreement. You guys are accepting, correct? Mr. Moody?
Yes, Judge.
Judge, I had the state first to send it, the P-180 contract to council as of January. Does he have it?
Your Honor, it's not a P-180. It's just a regular PTI, 30 days with an AIDS awareness class. And we've done the class and we just need the 30 days to go by.
Do you have is there does a contract go with that or no? No?
They changed the rules, Your Honor.
So no contract?
Not required.
Okay, all right, so we'll just give you the 30 days.
So.
No contract.
Is she taking a class?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is she taking, you said she's taking the class, correct?
She has taken the class. I've got the certificate and I have a contract too. Even though it's not needed, I do have one.
And that was a recent change. Just email me the class and we can see it.
I'll send you his email now. Let me chat it to you, okay?
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Of course, give me 1 second.
Actually, I have Mr. Jurisich's email
Oh,
already.
you got, okay, great, send it to him then. All right,
Okay.
we'll give you the 30 days regardless, and they'll probably just dismiss it off docket
Yes, Your Honor. Thank
today.
you. Thank you, Judge.
Hold on, what day? March 27th, just in case, okay?
And Your Honor, just in case, could I have either before or after? I'm gone that week. I have a vacation letter on file.
How's the reach finding?
320?
That's the day I'm leaving, sorry.
What, you pick it.
You pick a day,
The 19th, Your Honor?
done. Wait, that's not a Saturday, is it?
No, that's,
Okay, that's a good day, it's a Wednesday. All right, it's yours.
thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have fun.
Thank you, Ms. Burnell.
All right, Carl, you ready? Hi,
Morning.
good morning.
Carmel Robinson.
Okay,
He was here last week. You were out, but he tested positive for marijuana.
come up, Mr. Robinson.
High school student. I did have him bring his thanks to you. It's gonna be. I know. I'm just showing. But I did.
Is mom's here?
Mom's here.
Hi, Mom. Not happy. I told you, I don't want you using. And it's now, as of 2:20, which is 7 days ago, we have another positive test. What was the day that he was ordered not to use police?
December 31st, I believe, Judge.
When, we'll say it again?
December 31st.
I can give you the benefit of the doubt and send him right now. But you're ordered to come back right now. I'll send you right now just to get a benefit of the doubt. Confirmatory test now.
He did smoke about 3 weeks ago, Judge.
Then I'm
He'll probably
going to send you now,
Okay.
but we'll see. Take a seat for me. I'm going to send you right now. You have to come back. Here, let me get this back to you, please.
You can go ahead and head over.
Hi, Mr. Monks. Always.
I've got, on your docket, I have a Joshua Wilson. He's on probation in your court for carrying a weapon. He picked up in felony court. We have rescheduled that case, and I know that you don't necessarily have to follow what they're doing, but they rescheduled it because the complaining witness said, me no Alamo. So they were trying to get some medical records to confirm if she had in fact been assaulted. And so I don't know how you want to handle that. If you want to set up for a hearing, if you want to see.
Sir, have you gone up there already?
Already gone up there, yes, sir.
Reset it?
Yes, I have, sir.
When did you get?
I've got, Mr. Wilson. What day are we coming back on? What? April 17th. And they'll have the medical records in, and then they can decide if they
Well,
want
let's do this. I'd like to send it for a drug test as well right now.
to.
I
Okay,
want to send it for a drug test. If
Yes.
he passes, then I'll reset it with you.
okay, that sounds good. I mean, if he doesn't pass,
I don't know.
well, I'm just wondering what should I do with respect to this reset?
Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
Sounds good. I'll come back.
Mr. Monks,
All
but
right, sounds good. All right, so will they tell him where he needs to go? Okay, thank you so much. I'm just running up, I knew it. Okay. All right.
Inform me. Okay, she does still live in Corpus, so when she's called for a urine test, she'll
diagnostics.
breast diagnostics, pay out of her own pocket. Is that okay?
I can't pay for those.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
that.
she'll have to foot the bill on that. Then
She
she gets it to
understands.
you, and then we're happy then.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Of course.
Working with all of that. Is he in custody? He's in custody. Are we doing anything? No. Give me 1 second.
I have a supervision order on Okute.
Yes, I got
You got
it.
it?
But I also got an email asking council to sign something.
Are we expecting it?
Not that I know of. Because I always tell them that the supervision order is filed, they don't have to come in. They sent some email to Chief Days.
Yeah, so. Sure y'all know.
So that's why. Yes. Two, five, five, three, one. Two, five, five, three, one, four.
So we can go through that before the party has it.
Two, five, five, zero.
Marginal.
Yes. Two, four, one, one, zero, five,
So the first one is starting tomorrow, Monday through Friday. It's gonna take 3 days. This assess, as we discussed, your attorney, you can take your diagnostics, your home, and it will be uncommon, I'm not sure how much they should be. So with that, you will just have to provide the results and everything else. So we have all the services. They don't get in trouble. So if you get a lawyer, it's still going to be I think one question we're going to go with negotiations and
She's looking a lot thinner, Judge.
Man, these animal cruelty cases kill me.
Decide 3 times. Right, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? Good. I got an 8.
And next, March 27th, in Here's everything. Any questions? No. Okay, very good job. Let's go. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know, but I remember I need to spell it. There's people, and that because they're posting their trespasses. Never spoken on the other side of it. Somebody was not very well, I think that's also not the owner of it is not a song.
When you're saying owner, you mean the employee from the plan? So you're.
I'm doing a plea, so I was just making sure my client had enough credit. Lex Luthor died this morning.
I know.
The greatest criminal flame.
He was just, he was great in everything, man. But they both died at the same time. And the dog died, you say? What? I mean, and they're saying no foul play? Come on.
Yeah, I was like.
I mean, who's inspecting? John Caluso?
His wife was like, what number is that?
It's like 65.
Yeah.
Something's.
That's weird.
That's right.
General Zod.
He was, I mean, he was looking.
He was great.
He was looking older now. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen him lately, but, huh?
Was he in his 90s?
Yeah,
I
he's
haven't
old.
seen him.
The pictures that I saw, like him walking or with like a cup of coffee, it looked just.
Yeah.
He's great. So great. It's such a shame. I mean. Now we'll see how Holt is as Lex Luthor, you know?
Right. I mean, I don't think there's ever going to be a better Superman than Christopher Reeve or a better Lex Luthor.
Hey, did you see the thing on the news about his son following in his footsteps doing this, like these documentaries on whales and stuff?
Gene Hackman?
No.
Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve's his son, because his dad used to do all kinds of stuff like
Right,
that
right.
in Hawaii. And
Right.
now the son's taken over like a legacy and such.
I like the old Superman, even though the special effect, I mean, I like the special effects better because they can just do so much with telepathy.
Did you see number 3? Where they're,
What was it with? Was that with, which meeting was in that? Richard Pryor?
yeah, right. And Richard Pryor, and then it had, no, but the part toward the end where she turns into the robot that always got. Yeah.
I got nightmares.
Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Mayor Pro Tem. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Your Honor, I am here on Mr. Joshua Connor. This is the case that's relative old, over 400 days. You may mention it at the last setting. But we were required to come back on today.
Okay.
Hopefully with the results of having the body worn camera and the video.
You don't have it?
So I think I figured out the issue, Your Honor. We do have it. It was in a server that no one had actually created. If you do for Mr. D to actually pick it up. So we do have it. I just created the duty to actually create the physical copy so that Mr. D can review it. And I told him.
How soon do you think you can get it to me?
It's gonna be priority. I'm gonna email them today to say, hey, can we get this done
So let's set
today?
off a week then.
Yes,
And I
sir.
told Mr. D too, if there's any issues.
Yeah, he did. State has been very up straight with the judge.
Okay, Mr. D.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, I can print it out. Yeah, so the issue is general.
Good morning, Mr. Harris. Good morning. Sir, you're charged with the offense of failure to identify oneself to a peace officer. You were facing 180 days in jail with credit for well, you're facing 180 days in jail, and it looks like you've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail with credit for the 80 that you have served. Does this take care of the case upstairs?
Yes, Your Honor. I've emailed the felony prosecutor and his attorney, and it's part of the plea is that they'll dismiss.
The case upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. You need to understand that that's an extremely, I mean, that's just a great deal. And I'm going to tell you now, probably not many times in life, something like that's going to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You know, anytime you avoid a felony, it's a win. But if it continues, you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. If you give up the right to appeal, once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, you need to also understand that they can use this to enhance your punishment. From now on, you will be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You still want to go through with all this?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Are you guilty or not? I'll find you guilty, send you to the agreement. I'm going to roll your poor costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, Mr. Harris. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Harris.
I'll make sure they dismiss him.
Just abandon it.
Good morning, Judge. Ambridge.
Yeah.
Jonathan Payton.
Say it again.
Jonathan Payton.
Payton.
It's on docket. He bonded out last night. He's here, so I'm here to.
I'm bringing him up.
Yes, Mr. Payton. Jonathan Payton. He is back home with his mom and back in high school at Sterling.
Wonderful. That's the way to go.
Yes. What's that?
Mom here?
Is your mom here?
No, she's at work, but my uncle's here.
Yeah, we're actually, you were very lucky to get out of jail with the type of charges that you have now, Mr. Payton. And I'm going to tell you now, I will do everything in my power to protect the public at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have two very, very serious charges. Do you know what bond conditions they put up there, Mr. Bradshaw?
I don't believe they've added the bond conditions yet because he just bonded out last night.
They didn't.
What's the name again?
Payton?
Yes.
One second.
Dude, you have but one life. When you start racking up convictions, what do you think happens? It's hard enough as it is, a young black man in society now. When you start racking convictions, it only makes life more difficult, man. Really. So are there co-defendants in the ag robs upstairs? State, are there co-defendants in the cases upstairs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
There are two different co-defendants.
Mr. Payton, this is what we're going to do. I'm now going to put an ankle monitor on you, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night. You are ordered to stay in school, and you're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you. If I find that you're smoking weed, it's not going to go well for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to test you in 3 to 4 weeks. If I find that you test positive, it's just not going to go well for you.
Yes, sir.
You need to get into school, stay in school. So likewise, I'm bringing you back in 3 weeks, and I want to see that you've actually enrolled into high school.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you actively enrolled now?
No, sir.
Then that's got to happen
Yes, sir.
today. No weapons. Curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So Felicia,
Yes,
no
sir.
weapons, GPS monitor, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No alcohol, no drugs. We'll reset them for 3 weeks to see that everything is done. And I'm going to test you. Do not use. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You must also stay in contact with your lawyer. If I find that there are any issues, I'm telling you, I'm going to protect my community at all costs.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor.
Does he live with you? He lives with mom?
He lives with his mom.
Mom? Okay, so any issues, just let me know. I want to try to keep them on the straight arrows as much as I can, you know? I will try to do everything in my power. Make good decisions. When you hang with dogs, you get fleas. So don't hang around the wrong people because all they're going to do is bring you down. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck, Mr. Payton. See you in 3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
This is Wednesday. So we're gonna have to sign just a.
Ready?
Fair approach. It's a walkthrough, Your Honor.
Okay.
For, it is 2525470.
On Jimenez?
Yes.
Okay. Jimenez, come up.
Judge, quickly for Peyton, we did put conditions on him previously, and the GPS
Yes, Judge.
that you ordered initially,
Okay.
it was supposed to be obtained prior to the use of 7 to 7,
Yes, Judge. No.
Okay, just do 9.
Okay.
9 to 6.
9 to 6.
Yes, Judge.
Monitor, he doesn't have him?
You should. Mr. Payton, do you have what you get?
He just pulled it out.
So we said prior to release.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Oh, sorry, he was out on bond, and I think the charges got filed, so he's taken and they must have cut it off. Go ahead and have a signature.
You're Ms. Jimenez Alvarado.
Yes, Judge.
Ma'am, you were charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
On July 2nd, 2024, officers were dispatched to FSRA at the intersection of Cherry Brook and Cherry. The complainant witness stated during a verbal argument, the defendant struck the complainant witness on his face once with a closed fist, causing pain. The complainant witness then grabbed the defendant in a bear hug before releasing her and went outside to separate himself from her. The defendant followed him outside and struck the complaining witness with a stick about his face and neck several times, causing pain and visible injuries. The complainant witness stated the defendant got out of the vehicle and began driving up and down the street, honking the horn at him. And the complainant witness stated that while walking, the defendant turned the vehicle into a driveway and the vehicle came extremely close to him.
Intent to bail?
I'm not sure, but I know, I mean, that's the other allegation, but I think the AFM stems from the stick and the punch.
What is the relation between the two?
They're common law married, Your Honor.
For what?
They're common law married.
Prior aggravated assault of a family member, is it the same complainant?
It is not. It is not, Your Honor. In the case, that case has been was dismissed.
I know, but I'm curious to see if it's the same complainant.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is my fault.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have contact with this person.
Okay, well,
If debate, no. She's a prior aggravated assault that was dismissed not 4 months ago. And now we're charged with another assault?
Your Honor, it was 9 months ago when the case was dismissed. This case is from July 2nd of 2024. So this case is 8 months old. They were still together. They've been together. As you can see, she's pregnant. He is the father.
Great, so we have more stress now, you know?
There is another note that says an officer, Dennis Rice, tried to perform an on-scene evidence-based risk assessment to talk to the CW and to risk of there's a lethal assault and the victim refused. So and the only reason why she knew about this, Judge, is she was in the process of renewing her DACA, and they told her that she may have an open warrant. So she went and checked, and then she hired us. So this case has been, this was, filed a while ago, Judge.
What happened in the aggravated assault, please?
What I have here, Judge, is that complainant witness and defendant were in a dating relationship. Defendant came to the complainant witness's work and pointed a gun at him while he was walking out, while she was in her vehicle. While he was on the sidewalk, the defendant fired the gun at him from inside the car.
Shot a gun at him, allegedly? Is that what you're saying? I don't want you to have contact with this person. I don't care. I'm entering now what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies this person as a protected individual, Mr. Chicas as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or assault against this person. Committing acts.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say
I
anything.
want you to listen, because if you violate this court order, the state can and probably will file a violation of a protective order against you, and that is the capital murder of misdemeanor. Do you understand? You are not to have any contact with this person. You are not to threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. He is now listed as a protected individual. You cannot commit an offense in furtherance of section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot be in possession of a gun or go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. Do you understand? If you violate this, like I said, the state can and probably will file an additional case against you. And then I, on this case, will revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will give you a PR bond now, but it's the only one that you're going to get. If I find that you're a danger to my city, I have only one place. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Just so you know, Your Honor, the CW has a criminal history as well. In fact, I think he was on parole.
Doesn't make me feel better.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. It's
Two people just,
I understand.
there are people who are good for each other, and there are people who aren't so much. When you have cancer, what do? You cut it out, because if you don't, it kills you. There are certain people in life that may be like that as well, you know? Now, a second case. I don't want anything to happen. And so the best prescription is no contact. You're not to be in possession of weapons as well. You're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move out. Yeah.
252 5470.
And so, Judge, obviously they.
I'm not, Marcos, it's not absolute, right? I'm not talking forever.
Okay.
But for now, I don't want any contact. Everything is coming to head now. And the last thing I need is something else to happen, more drama. And I just don't want any more dead bodies on the road. That's all.
I understand.
So because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Adrogi, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, then I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new case, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. All I'm asking you to do is just behave yourself, don't have any contact, and don't use alcohol or illegal drugs. That's it.
Yes, Judge.
For now, I'm going to have you sign. Oh, wait a second. I need a bond, right? There's no bond that's set? I'll set your bond at 3,500, and I'll grant you a PR bond. You will have to sign a reset of Victoria. You will get with police chief your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You can sign them all right now. Mark, Marcos, you can sign them all right now.
Hey, Martha, we can pick a day.
Yes, ma'am. Go and sign up. This motion to suppress, Judge.
It's just a month.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir, Judge.
Great to see you, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Your Honor?
We're hanging out. You have a case for us today?
I do. I have, give me 1 second. I apologize. Albert Anderson, Your Honor.
Got it. You just want to reset?
If we could, Judge, I did request, we're missing a video here, the dash cam video. I sent an email to the prosecutor on the case requesting that.
Let me see what's in. Give me a second.
No problem.
And then I'll get you a date too.
Thank you, Judge.
We only have 2 here today, I guess. No, Alex. So top of page 1. That's the question.
I'm missing a dash cam. I don't have any dash cams in this case.
I'd like to know if they have it though, because they may have it, they just haven't released it. So, but they're, give me a second.
No problem. Thank you, Judge.
Beetle.
I object to a seatbelt, Judge.
At least, I'm glad he's wearing one. And he stopped. How many people have that don't stop? They drive while they talk.
Yeah.
You know?
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Jacket on you. Jeez.
So your guy we have set for Friday, right?
Which one? Oh, yes. He'll be here. I talked to him. Okay.
He's still on lockout?
Yes,
That's a problem.
but there's a reason. It's an electric vehicle. It's a Tesla.
That doesn't make me feel better though. Because some people can get it.
He's been in rehab in Ohio, like literally checked in. That's what I forwarded to you, is check-in in Ohio.
Is he there now?
No, he's back in Houston. He's transferring to Menaker. That's what's going on.
I want to put a scram on him then.
I don't have any problem with that.
So we need to do that Friday.
We're going to do that on Friday. I talked to him yesterday.
Show me the proof that he was actually in.
Oh, I
like to see
actually
it.
forwarded it to you already. I forwarded you his admittance, but his whole family is here and Ohio is just too distant. So he wants to be closer to his family. And he sounds like $1 million now, actually talking to him on the phone. The last time I was on, it was not $1 million. You know what I mean?
That we want them to leave better than they can, right?
Yeah, so I'm getting documentation for Menaker admittance and all that stuff that I plan to provide tomorrow.
Okay.
But the lockout issue, I agree, the scram is probably easier for everybody.
And I'll pay for it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Did you need to be here? Where were you?
When?
You were late.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There's
Can
only
you
a
help me
2-minute
out?
show today.
Can you help me out on something else real quick?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
I'm talking about Anderson.
Anderson.
Is discovery complete? Because defense is still missing videos.
Okay, body cam is in. It looks like we were waiting on station video.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Dash cam also.
Says it's in. Let me look. No dash cam. Dash cam does not exist. It's HPD, not all the vehicles have it.
You hear that?
Yeah,
vehicles have it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that because the stop is a big issue for us.
Do it now. Yeah, and then we'll give you a date.
I apologize. Did you want me to do something, Judge?
No, just hang tight. Victoria's busy, so as soon as she's done,
No
I'll
problem.
get you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the only thing you're missing really is the
Station.
station video. That's it. Everything else is in. Is there blood, breath?
Check in. Yes, blood, it's a 0.156.
What is it?
0.156.
5.6. Okay. So
I'll look into this. Stop.
is there an accident?
No.
I'm gonna assume not.
It's weaving. It's a weaving case. That's the
You'll
only reason
probably
to
need a
stop.
mitigation if that's the route you're gonna go. Mr. Simon.
Yes, sir.
Just a reset. Discovery's not complete. They're waiting on stations.
Okay, how is April 1st through the 3rd?
April 1st to the 3rd.
Give me 1 second, Your Honor. Let me check on that.
And let me tell you, are you really driving a minivan? I mean,
Who, me?
yes.
No, I'm in a Toyota Land Cruiser, not a minivan.
No, you don't have to lie to be my friend.
I like minivans. We had a Toyota Sienna for many years, and I love those cars.
You
So
put flames on the side, I guess.
I would love to have a minivan. I'd roll in one. I'd roll in one. I'd get a Iron Man painted on the side or something.
There you go.
Can I do the 3rd?
It's yours.
All right.
Yeah. All right, man. Have fun.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Okay, take care.
Yeah, bye. And is it his appearance waived, Your Honor? Is his appearance waived on that day too?
Probably for the next 2 resets.
All right. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate you.
Okay, man.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Never going. Should we get the There's so much more. And then.
Okay, gotcha.
Judge, I have a lady here. She's not on the docket today, but she wandered out in Waller County, I believe. And she was on the docket for March the 5th, but she came today.
Let's do that.
So.
You want to get her? And do you have cost number?
Sure.
What is it?
2445 248. It's on a Crystal Paul.
It's an off.
Yeah, I got it.
And
okay, do you mind bringing her?
Sure, Ms. Paul. It's an assault case, Judge, and she does live in Belleville, Texas. It's a case from 2022.
Belleville?
Belleville.
Good morning, Ms. Paul. Ma'am, you were charged with assault. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. On September 29th, 2022, the complainant was at a bar when the defendant approached her, yelling obscenities at her. The defendant
Keep it down.
The defendant then pulled the complainant's hair and spun her around with both hands, and the complainant felt pain and discomfort.
So they're at a bar drinking?
They're strangers, Your Honor.
Ms. Paul, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to the bar in question and not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case.
Yes, sir.
These are your bond conditions. If you violate them or if you pick up a new case, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. You will go into custody. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stand for Mr. Pruitt and tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me that you're gone and AWOL, he can't get a hold of you, we will issue a warrant. Do you understand?
Judge, could I get the calls number when you get a chance?
You ready?
445 248.
2445.
248.
Thank you.
You are also not to be in possession of any weapons as well, ma'am. Now, your lawyer tells you that you live in Belleville.
Yes, sir.
How far is that from here?
Over 50 miles for sure.
Okay, so if you're called upon to take a test, then you may take it at a Quest Diagnostics, and then it is your responsibility to get it to Carl, and then he will get it to us. But if you fail to do it, then a warrant will issue. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Don't drink, don't use, and don't pick up any new cases. Keep like counties safe. You understand? Yes, sir. All right. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria, then we'll have you get with Felicia for your bond conditions, then you're free to go. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, Vic, can you check on a name change in this case, just in case? Is that spelled correctly?
It's wrong. We already issued.
We did, okay.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you, Judge. I'm here on Emmanuel Gonzalez Romero.
Back there or out there?
He should be, well, best to my knowledge, he's at the Montgomery County ICE Detention Center.
So that for sure.
Last time I spoke with ICE, yes,
Have you checked late?
a week ago.
And as of a week ago, he was still in there?
He was still there. So I tried to ask them what's going on because they've been holding him now for about a month. So they've not done anything on the case.
You want to try to
Not
bench
his
warrant
immigration
him?
lawyer. I can check again if you like.
Do you want to bench warrant him?
That's up to you, Judge.
Well, I mean, what do you, because
Which one or you want me to?
because otherwise
Reset.
we're in a holding pattern and nothing is ever going to get done. If they end up deporting him, then,
Yeah.
at least we can try to resolve it. If,
It's a DWI first, yeah, I'm going to believe.
you said Luis Gonzalez?
I'm sorry?
Luis Gonzalez?
Who did?
Luis.
Who's Luis? No, Emmanuel. The name of the defendant, Emmanuel Gonzalez Romero.
It's on the jail docket or on the bond?
He's in the jail docket. Well, let me put it this way. He bonded out and ICE picked him up.
Right.
I think he's on the bond docket. Technically considered bonded out in our system.
Yeah.
I just don't. I see it.
It's a deal of an accident, Judge. I don't know if there's.
Yeah, I want to
There's
see
on the
what,
record. We're working on it, Judge. I figured you would be.
Yeah. One of those cases where the officer.
Maybe you should just dismiss it. What do you think about that?
I think we can do that here.
I'm trying to see if I could look to see what their, they have that certain page that you can go to determine whether they're going on a master docket or whether they have another kind of hearing that's set. I don't know what website is.
Oh, they couldn't tell me. When I asked them, I said, what's going on? You've held them for about almost a month now. And I actually called Montgomery County Detention Center, ICE, and they said, we don't know.
I'll try to bench warrant him.
Okay.
And then just keep getting back to.
Okay, just reset it. How long do you want me to
I
reset?
don't know, just tell them, yeah, whatever it is.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
And then are you coming for?
Adrian Razzo, Senator.
I probably did. Do I can fill you out? It's okay, I believe.
Hey, Judge. Morning, how are you?
How are you?
Hey, Judge.
Wow.
It's like I'm hey, but I'm how are you?
Hey, a lot of drama, but good stuff. you know.
And the second question. One was because of the like this is terrifying. So I'm gonna have you sign this law for like the rest of this process. And I'll read you the stuff a little bit.
He's there to be.
Someone else can be your bond conditions.
They don't arrest them for trespasses. Just wait for her. Take
Yeah. Why don't you do that? Talk to my chief and see if they're going to. Based on the facts alone, I was like, I'm not going to.
I think we can get it wrapped up.
Is that Miss Ferris? You have Sonia?
Is that
Do you have Miss Ferris?
No, I don't.
Yes.
Okay, so I have Mr. Linares. The case is a little old, so I'm approaching because of that. The state wants to.
In custody or on bond?
He's in custody.
Okay.
He's in custody. The state wants to continue to reach out to the restitution department. He does have a felony pending out of the same transaction. So I'm asking to get a reset to April 7th to after that.
How is it that we're at 250 and there's still no restitution?
There's 5 complainants, Your Honor, if that makes anything, brings any light to it. There's also a connected felony at Tab based on the same transaction.
Yeah.
So we're just working, we're gonna try to reach out to the plan and see if we can get some documentation to the items that were stolen, and then go from there. We have it from, I think, one of our complainants, but we're trying to get the other one.
Problem is like he's still in, right? So to try to get, you know.
Yeah, we're also gonna reach out to felony and see what they're taking on their end. There is a 5 PDC offer, so.
Oh, really?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do they set? What's
They are
the
set
setting?
on April 3rd.
Hey, but what is it? Is it disposed? It's pre-trial conference? Great. So we know we're headed somewhere. So let's do more than 30 days. We'll come back and then if we can do another reset because I don't want to forget about him.
Right. Okay.
And then obviously you guys have offered if he takes something upstairs, then
Absolutely.
kind of consume this one.
Absolutely. So you said, Judge, a 30-day reset or after?
No.
Okay, 30-day
because that's like 45 to 50 days. I don't want to do that long.
Okay, I'll do 30-day reset and we'll reconvene.
Okay.
I also have Mr. Pedrier. First name, Paul. This is, again.
With a P?
Yes.
In custody or on
Paul
bond?
Henry, he is out on bond.
I see it.
He did pick up another felony. He picked up a felony.
Ryer, come here. Come on.
He was waiting today.
The name, sorry. I was
Paul Pedrier.
right.
Okay, I'll put him on for a minute. He's got to be here, please. Let him know. SFBF. Okay.
And then And then Mr. Singleton, I spoke to the DPD prosecutor. And he wants to do an eval of the case and for us to do a 2-week reset. If we can do March 13th, have a 2-week reset so that he can evaluate the case.
Are you planning, is there an offer in this case?
There's no offer. I spoke to him about what I wanted to do and he wants to evaluate the case.
Right, but I need you to put an offer because it's not 200 days old. So
Right.
the next setting is plea or trial.
Exactly.
And then he must either accept a plea bargain at the next one, or I'm going to set it for trial.
Okay. We're there with you, Judge.
Okay, so we'll give you 2 weeks, must appear, plea or trial.
Will do. Okay.
Oh, yes, there is an offer, Your Honor. It's a time offer. It looks like 222 days, which is a very specific amount. I'm assuming that's the credit he has.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to DVDs. 2 weeks reset. Thank you, Judge. That's, I believe. Is that, thank you.
What happened to the plea?
We need the interpreter, Judge.
Oh, okay.
Judge, did you sign the bond in your queue when you get a chance?
Morning, how are you, Judge? I know it has been. I like the jacket, by the way. It's very good. I'm approaching on Mr. Juan Andrade. And what I'm approaching on, Judge, is he wears a scram device on his ankle, which is fine. He has a curfew. The curfew is from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. And I was hoping we could back it up to 4 a.m. He has a job. His employer needs him. He's been coming late by getting there at 6 a.m.
Show me that he's actually working and that he needs to be there at 4 and then.
Yes, Your Honor.
That clears to you, but.
Yes, Your Honor. I got it, Judge. Can I come back either later today or tomorrow once I can provide documentation of that?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then can we also, if you're amenable, can we waive his signature? Okay. Thank you, Judge, because he's here today. Great.
Understand.
Thank you, Judge. Everything else okay?
Thank you.
Since I'm dealing with all kinds of.
Hi.
Good morning, Judge. We're approaching on Kimberly Taylor. I'm a fugitive docket.
She must be in custody then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want a bond?
Yes, Your Honor. She's requesting for a bond. However, she did say that if the amount is too high, then she would consider signing the waiver.
I don't know anything about it, so do you mind bringing her out, please? We'll talk to her and figure out, because I don't know anything about it, and then we can.
Sounds good, Judge.
State, what is your position on number one, on a bond?
Yeah, I'm agreeable to a bond, Judge.
Okay, what about a lower?
I was okay with 3,000 if the court was okay with it, Judge.
Okay, let's see. I'm usually amenable to where if you guys can agree to something, I'm usually okay with whatever that is.
Yes, sir.
So, let's see. Morning, Ms. Taylor. How's jail? Well, when you have court dates and you miss court dates, this is what happens. They issue warrants, and if you're popped out of state, the process takes so much longer than it's just, as you can see. So it's come to my attention that you are wanted out of Louisiana, specifically the parish of St. Tammany, for failure to appear on a DWI first. What's my first court? Hold on. Don't just start talking. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. If you can't afford one, we appoint one to you. The problem is that everything you say, they're going to try to use it against you to prove guilt, this, that. So that's why it's best just not to say anything at this point in time. We're out here now. The reason that you're out here now is because your lawyer wants me to set you a bond. I don't know. I gauge these things on a number of things. Number one, most importantly, are you a danger to my community? Number two, if we give you a bond, are you going to go back? Because that's really what we want. We want you to go back to take care of the case. If we set you a bond, we give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to go turn yourself in back to that jurisdiction. And if you do it, this fugitive case against you gets dismissed. If you fail to go turn yourself in, we revoke that bond, set it at 0, and issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. And we're going to get you. This time, we will hold you here until Louisiana comes and gets you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please tell me about her statement.
Your Honor, other than what you have advised Ms. Taylor, other than the date of issuance of the warrant, which was April 22nd, 2024, she does not have criminal history that I can tell. That's pretty much all I have on her, Your Honor.
Do you know if she knew or actively evaded?
I don't.
Because it's nearly a year old.
Correct. I don't have any information that she did actively evade the law, Your Honor.
So could be like a 2B?
Could be.
Your Honor, it's a failure to appear, so.
Which would be inherently like if it's a failure to appear, you know?
Absolutely, Judge. I don't dispute that.
So, I mean, it's just no other priors?
No, Your Honor, I don't have anything.
I'm amenable to a bond, okay? But you have to understand that I have to make it sufficiently high that you're actually going to go back. So what do you think she can afford?
Your Honor, if I'm being realistic, 1,500 would be what defense would request. She does have 3 children. She actually moved from Louisiana to Houston to be with her children. One of them is going to the university. He's 22 years old, and he would be the one that would help her go back to Louisiana and drive her over there to take care of the case. And she said that within the 2 weeks, he would be able to do that.
Okay. What are your thoughts to 1,500?
I think that 1,500 is a little low, Judge. We're here on a failure to appear. So the state is willing to come down to 3,000, and I think that's appropriate.
Okay. You have to understand that we don't play games. If I set you a bond, I'm going to set you a bond now, but I'm not going to do this again with you. You get one chance to make the right decision. If you fail to go back within the 2 weeks, you are old enough to know that actions have consequences, and here they are dire. Because not only will you lose all that money, I'm going to set it at 0, I'm not going to give you another one. You will be stuck like Chuck in there until Louisiana comes and gets you. Do you understand? Yes. Okay. You want 1,500?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll give it to you. Just go back. It's not hard. You understand? Just make me proud. Okay? All right. Mom said 1,500.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Make it.
Sorry.
Buenos días, señor. Yo soy su intérprete. Por favor, conteste todo a voz alta.
That's not it. You were Mr. Guevara Cruz.
Cruz.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Guevara, you have picked up an assault of a family member.
Caso de asalto, agresión física.
You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 90 days in jail
90
with
días
credit for the 97 days that you have done.
7 días que ya cumplió.
Led to the felony assault as well.
Yesterday,
What happened in that?
18 days, it was 1244B, 1244A.
Mr. Guevara,
Señor Guevara Cruz.
you need to understand something very, very serious. Today, with your plea of guilty, there is an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that
Eso quiere decir
if you ever pick up another case like this again, and it doesn't have to be a dragged down, beat down where there's blood, no. All you have to do is grab someone's arm and squeeze it enough to where it hurts. You will be looking at a 3rd-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison.
10 años.
Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende?
Sí, señor juez.
Yes,
You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain agreement today as well.
Como el acuerdo que llegaron hoy.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. right to be arraigned, charged, read in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported,
Consecuencias
excluded from the
migratorias
country,
posibles. Puede ser
denied
excluido del país,
naturalization
negarle
under law,
naturalización bajo leyes federales,
right to
renuncia a
appeal.
su derecho a
You plead
apelar
guilty,
cuando se declara
you
culpable.
can never change this or undo
Jamás
this.
puede cambiar.
Is this what you want to do?
Lo que quiere hacer.
Sí, señor juez.
Yes, Judge.
How do you plead to the
¿Cómo
assault?
se declara
Am I
de su
guilty or not
oficio
guilty?
miembro de familia, culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
To find guilty,
Lo encuentro
like I
culpable.
said, there's an affirmative
Dije.
finding of family violence.
Encien.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte a usted, señor.
Thank you. Mr. Barnes.
Miss McCoy.
McCoy.
She was released from Fort Bend County. She was supposed to be here.
Is she here?
Could have had contact with her. Did she come next week?
Well, if you've had contact with her, why is she not here now?
She didn't have transportation and she just kind of remembered that she had to be here.
So she just didn't want to come.
I wouldn't say that, but that's what you say.
I mean, but you're saying she knew about it and just like,
She could have
kind of forgot about it.
No, that's what she said, that she just remembered this morning.
That's so many issues with Miss McCoy. I mean,
I've just met her, or
I'm telling you, I've had quite a number of history with her, and I can tell you in 23, I've got 4 cases. They're all at 10,004. It's not my first rodeo. So what I'll do is I'll set it for bond forfeiture for Monday. If she fails to appear on Monday, I'm going to revoke the bond, Mr. Pons.
I had a trip plan. My dad fell, so I got to go.
Sucks.
Yeah.
81.
I was going to ask for Thursday if she can have a week.
When do you get back?
Wednesday. So how about Wednesday?
No, I don't want to get back. Thursday's fine.
Okay, thank you.
But I don't, if she's not here, I don't give her rats behind what the excuse is. You know what I mean?
Let's do this.
Because
I can do Monday Zoom if you let me Zoom in.
yes, that's why we have it.
Yeah, I know. I don't like doing that, but
Then don't. You can have Thursday if you want. It's not.
let's do Monday Zoom.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
I got a plan. Thank you.
All right, for sure.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I've been appointed to represent Mr. Lewis Woodard. Mr. Woodard is in custody.
Okay, give me 1 second. What would you like?
Your Honor, we'd just like to roll this to Monday. I spoke with the state. State just needs to rip the CW. I think we have a resolution. Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have fun.
May I be excused? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Senor West, get ready.
You got
I got Mr. Oscar Cruz. The clerk handed you some paperwork that I need to address with you.
Oh. Okay.
So we had.
Is he in custody or something?
He's in custody, Judge. So we had requested a psych evaluation on him back in October. Exactly.
And it's still not done?
Correct. We'd like to withdraw that request at this point.
Is everything better?
Yes.
I guess getting medication or something? What happened?
Did they get what?
Medication?
I don't know. I guess he just leveled out. He seems coherent now. And the previous, if you'll read the psych eval, it was based off the bailiff's observations. So that's why I was told to file it.
Got it.
Not based off of my observations.
I see.
You see? So he appears to be fine now. So if we'd like to withdraw that.
Yeah, what do you?
We'll just withdraw it, Judge. So I spoke to the felony court and they resolved that case. This case.
I remember this. No, it was. I talked to him and
Yeah, so I didn't, that all happened before I spoke to him. When I spoke to him, he was fine, but I just did that because the bailiffs and the court told me to file it. And it was just never done. So the felony is set for tomorrow, for next week at some point, and this one is, that won't get to resolve.
Is there an offer in the felony case?
2 years.
TDC.
2 years. An assault on a police officer.
Okay, and I guess that, well,
This one is get dismissed as part of it.
set it for the Tuesday? Or is it Monday?
They are set Monday. Yeah, Tuesday works. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I do. Oh, you need me to white, right?
Yeah,
Just need me to white it?
Yeah. Oh, and on that plea paperwork, I printed it out before you could sign it electronically.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why.
No problem.
Council for reset.
Thank you.
Sure. Wow. Oh, you made it. How are you, man? Good to see you. Man, are you Sonia Ferris? Okay. Do you have a lawyer?
Yes.
Do you need more?
No, that'll work.
We got one flower.
Carl, he spilled his coffee. Spilled the coffee, broke the computer, you know, stained everything.
Or somebody upchucked or something.
No, thankfully.
I'll write it. Yes.
Carmel Robinson is back from testing.
Hello, Mr. Robinson.
Judge, he's still positive, but I knew he would be.
Deputy Etchigoin? Deputy Etchigoin, I need your help. It doesn't make me happy what I'm about to do, but you have to know that we mean business. And if I don't, then I'm enabling this behavior, telling you that it's okay, when it most certainly is not. I told you not to use any illegal drugs. You've now tested positive 3 times. I'm now revoking your bond and I'm taking you to jail.
Judge, mother's in court today.
I know, we'll talk. As
far as the new bond amount, she doesn't have a whole lot of finances. She's a single
Just give me
mom.
a second. I just want him to know that we mean business. So on Friday, I can let him out. And then we were going to do the same process. I will test him again in, 45 to 50 days. If it happens again, then it's going to be longer, right? Then it'll be a week. Somehow I have to get through to him. But please, one of the worst parts of being in jail, it stinks. There's no windows, there's no clocks, but the worst part is not knowing when you're going to get out. So please, I'm telling you on Friday I will, but don't tell him, because not knowing is the worst part, right? But I'm with you, and I just wanted to stop. Okay, so hopefully this is enough to give them a wake-up call. So,
carry over to tomorrow.
Oh, damn! I thought today was Wednesday. I wanted to do at least 2 days. Yeah, I guess so. We'll just do one day.
He's still in school.
I know, but I have to know that he's serious. So I'll keep it. But don't say, because the worst part is not knowing, just, you know.
Because he has to distribute, you know. Nobody's gonna get to his head until you decide about me.
You want me to do it over the weekend, or do you want to do it tomorrow? You tell me. Okay, whatever you want, but I hope it's enough, because.
And the only reason I interject you do it tomorrow, because, I mean, he's missing school today and he'll miss school tomorrow, but if he stays in the weekend, then he'll miss Monday too, so.
Okay.
And we still wanted him to stay in school.
We can give you a school excuse too, so don't worry about it.
I know that.
We'll give you a school excuses, so that at least it's an excused absence, so.
Just carry him over to tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll carry him to tomorrow. Well, he'll be carried tomorrow anyways, regardless, right? So, okay. If you want to come, you can. It's up to you, because I don't know if you work, if you want to miss a day of work. So, but I'm telling you, so I'm going to let him out, and he'll usually get out, you know, from the time that we process the release, like 6 to 8 hours. So I can't give you an exact time,
No, that's fine.
but it'll be tomorrow.
You'll make contact. Thank you.
And then Carl is always with you too, so.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, I hope it helps. If not.
People go through the week or whatever.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Carl.
Hi, Joe. How you doing, Dave? Nice coat. Your Honor, I'm here on Espinosa.
Okay.
Your Honor, the coordinator asked that I approach you today because this case is 185 days old. We're completing our mitigation packet, and we just needed some additional time to get this complete.
Where's Mr. Espinoza?
His appearance was waived today.
Would not have been waived at 185.
The last one.
Okay, so I'm going to set up for 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
If he does not have it done in 2 weeks, then I'm going to carry him day for day until he gets it done. You need to let him know this. He must appear here at the next setting. So unless it's completely turned in with everything, but his appearance is mandatory. Okay? Okay, Joe. Thanks. Yeah. Hi.
I have a Omar Syed.
Okay.
One of them's old, one of them's not. They offered mental health evaluation, do what they say, dismiss both.
Okay.
They just told me to approach.
Do you have a date yet?
Oh, no, because what do they say? I don't know. They could say.
No. So it's mental health PTI, right? So they usually set you for a time where you're going to go to the Harris Center.
I have not gotten the time.
How do we get the day?
Normally he has to show up in 10 days of the signature, so I think in my understanding.
Oh, it's just to show up. That's right. Okay.
And then if he does what
So
they
you're
say.
signing today?
I just got the offer today. So I have him sign, go in 10 days.
Okay.
If they asked him to do something.
So we'll
get
sit you off.
through. Sir?
Sit you off 2 weeks then?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay.
If there's any issues.
If he, let him know, if he doesn't go, I'm setting it for trial because it's 225 on the, so all he has to do is show up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, house is a full house number, that's 10. It is 2525. Yes, waived on Americans. That's
I got word from that, I'm gonna say it was, Chili's yesterday with, Nellums. So with the.
Wait, what?
Nellums case? No, not Nellums, no. She was trying to get released with the day and it was the judgment and 2/30th was having an issue with the state ID not showing up. And I talked with the film clerk.
I don't know anything about that. I don't think I was here for that day when you guys did that.
That was yesterday.
I know you were talking about it yesterday, but everything that had happened was another day. I don't even remember that. Do you have a case number? Let me look it up. Maybe.
Oh, no, I was just going to tell you something about that. It has to do with the CJIS rep, the state IDs. So the CJIS rep is the one that communicates like our conviction reportings with DPS, and they'll handle IDs as well.
Okay.
And apparently all the in custody fugitives that come through CJIS rep, they're like the middlemen, pretty much.
Okay.
Their system is down for the state IDs.
For how long?
They're not sure. They said it's been down for a month, so we might have more of that issue pop up where we have.
Did you okay?
We're having. I need to know. I wanted to tell
Hey,
you.
Amy. Stay on this side though. Yeah, right there. So tell her what you told me, please.
I got in word. So there was an issue yesterday with Nellums where her state ID wasn't popping up, and we were trying to get her released.
The system is still down.
The system is still down with the CJIS rep. It's been down for a month with state IDs popping up. So we're not sure when that's going to fix, and that might affect more fugitives that don't have state IDs.
So if you could just let Day know that anybody who doesn't have like some kind of state ID or some kind of identification, it's going to be a problem trying to identify them because the system is down and they don't know when it's going to come back up. So
this is word from felony. They're having issues with this as well.
So I don't know, for what it's worth, just let, Mr. Kim know.
You know how that's gonna affect like.
We're still trying to figure that out now, I guess.
Yeah, just let him know, and then it's anything, he can always just let us know, contact us.
This is on Otero Felix Judge.
Felix's last name?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think I'll have to see this one's a trial. State has offered us a time served, and he is adamant that he had nothing to do with this.
Is he in jail? I don't see a Felix.
Otero Judge.
Itero,
Nice jacket.
Thanks. I see it. Okay, that was last name. Okay, do you want March, or how about April 1st? It's a Tuesday. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. On page 13, jury trial, April 1st. Hi, Eric.
Hey, Judge, how are you?
Hey, man, what's new?
I have Tyler Williams as an arraignment today.
Tyler Williams, come up. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Good morning, Your Honor. You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Your lawyer is here with you, but on Zoom, just so that you know you're not alone. Okay? Okay.
Your Honor, on February 20th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a traffic hazard at 13,755 Main Street in Harris County, Texas. The officer approached a stalled motor vehicle on the freeway on the shoulder while in operation. The defendant was passed out behind the wheel of the motor vehicle. Upon waking the defendant, the officer observed a mild odor of an alcoholic beverage, incoherent speech, bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech. The defendant stated that he had a Long Island iced tea at a bar before heading home. SMSTs were conducted. For the HGN, it was a 6 out of 6. The walk and turn was a 7 out of 8. And the one leg stand was a 3 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath, which the results were a .138 and a .143.
Okay. Any private advice?
No history, Your Honor.
Can you run the license to see if any is a Texas driver license?
Yes.
Mr. Williams, I'm going to find that there is sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, then I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and a liability insurance in your name. If you don't have car insurance, you are not allowed to drive as well, and that is a part of your bond condition as well. Great. So you have a lawyer. Good job on having a lawyer. Because you do, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Benavidez, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you because you've gone and you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, you pick up a new case, you become a danger to my community, I only have one thing that I'm going to do. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll have you sign a wreath of Victoria. We'll have you get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then after that, you're free to go.
Yes, Your Honor.
April 29th through May 1st.
April 29th through May 1st, Eric.
That 29th works.
Yeah. Which one?
The 29th is good.
Got it.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, thanks. Mr. Byrne.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey.
Yes.
What's new?
I've got kind of a unique situation here. Somebody on docket that I took over the case for Emily DeToto when she won and took the bench. And then Paul Morgan is handling a felony that he has as well. But this is, yes, it would have probably been a little more simple if one of us had both of them. But either way, talking with the state about resolution on this case, and he
last name
Cortez. PTI would have been great, but the felony was filed and pending when this DWI was picked up. He's still a first-time offender DWI with no criminal history because the other case is still active.
Wait, have you, is it a flat no, or is it possible that they apply?
So I tell the defense he's welcome to apply. I don't have great, and I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth, but
I think a lot of things have changed.
the underlying is
right.
The first year back.
Right.
Acceptable and perhaps more efficient would be if the court would be inclined, if we pled open, to give a defer.
It's up to you. I'm okay with it.
So
Yeah,
only thing I need to do is, so that's, I need to go confirm, the orders we got from felony is basically plea, my understanding that was conviction. I need to go check with them to make sure that they're good with us just going back to redirect, which I can do shortly. I just need to confirm.
You got some time? What time is it now? It's 11. You have a little bit of time? He can send an email to see if they're,
if who, felony?
If the felony prosecutors comfortable with us just going back to redirect, then we have to go back.
is it going to impact upstairs regardless?
I mean,
I don't think
there's
so.
totally
I just
unrelated
want to make sure that
cases.
we're not, because of the serious nature of the felony, I just want to make sure that we're doing this felony is okay.
Yeah, I just don't, the felony's not going there. I don't understand the relationship,
Yeah,
the relevance.
I guess let's,
I can email them right now. Try and follow orders and hierarchy. I will email them.
I certainly don't want you to get in trouble, right?
Like I said, no, don't plead. If anything, they're expecting, or I have to dismiss that at some point.
If they say,
upstairs.
I'll give you a couple to apply for PCI if you want to try it, you know? I would just go right to the top now, because, you know, so go to like Judge Geis. You know, I think that's who he would apply to, right?
So we can't
Yeah.
plea open without state's consent.
And I'm emailing Sally right now.
Yeah, they got to waive it, Julie.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to waive. So, all right, so take a second, give me 10 minutes. Yeah, and I'm okay with it for what it's worth. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the best for that. Thank you.
okay, hi, you ready?
Mr. Ramirez.
Okay. Is he in custody?
He's in custody.
Ramirez. Are you, I have Mr. Rodriguez.
He had hired, like a few, maybe like a week ago. I was supposed to, he had hired like maybe a week ago or so.
Hired you?
His family, hired our firm.
Okay.
And then they,
I need you guys to do a motion to sub then.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
have you reached out to Carlos to let them know?
They've gotten, consent, but I've been in court. We had the motion to sub in the queue, like, I think earlier this week when he was on docket, and the court-appointed attorney seen, and I spoke with the coordinator about it. And I believe he had notice of the motion to sub. And I just, every day I've just kind of gotten to the court late.
Yeah, but I have Carlos Rodriguez on as a lawyer, as a hired lawyer.
As a hired lawyer?
As a hired lawyer, right.
Okay.
We don't have,
Got you.
unless that's some kind of mistake, I can reach out to him. Give me a second. So do you want to sign on?
I mean, if he, I'm gonna go talk to him in a second and see if they hired Carlos, if that's the attorney that he wants, because I'm just doing what they kind of told me.
So Carlos, had someone else coming in and talking to him, counsel just kept this in a, my understanding of trying to put it out.
Carlos, who's here for Carlos?
I forget her name, female here.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Great description.
But she came the last 2 days and wants to.
Okay.
And that's fine. If she does
You,
I'm
whatever
gonna
you
go talk to
guys
him and
want
ask him.
to, I guess,
Yeah, let me ask him.
Smart as a pretty.
hey, come on up, yeah.
I have Mela Santana on your docket.
Who is it?
Santana.
Back there?
No, she's on phone, Judge.
Okay.
Here's waived, I think, today. Oh, I know Judge speaks Spanish, so I said Santana.
It's old.
I know, Judge. PTI. We got the contract. We got the $300 DA fee. She went and got a portable.
Oh.
She was supposed to get an interlock. Then she went to go try to exchange it. Portable people are saying, no, now we need an authority to sign something saying that you're supposed to get an interlock.
And in the contract, I think.
Yes, I gave her the interlock order from the DA's contract, and she said, no, they wouldn't accept that. I had my court clerk file something for you if you want to look at it, just something really basic. Maybe that'll get them to
Yeah, I'll sign it.
take it off. Or take the portable away from her and put the interlock on her car. Because her license is valid now. I think she had a ALR suspension
But
sometime
I
in
would
between.
put like, you know, to remove the portable device in exchange for the interlock device. You know?
In exchange.
And put, you know, and in exchange for the ignition interlock.
Okay.
That goes in the car.
I'll sign that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have them refile that right now.
I'm happy to sign it.
Okay, and that's,
But don't we have a court order that we would use anyways? Well, let me just use our regular court order.
We do, but I think Ramona always generates it. Let me look in our.
Who's representing Mr. Smart?
I am.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Nope. Well, is it just a time served?
He has 83 days.
No, I want to have him T-Razed.
Okay.
I have family members calling up for him, scared for you. I'll talk to you in a second. Hold on, as you're going. I'm gonna get an order for you.
okay,
So that we
I
can
have
get
two
you.
on the docket. I'll circle back.
Okay, let me just talk to them real quick. Coming up, Mr. Smart.
Yes, sir.
Every time you come here, you look worse and worse, and it's really sad. You know that I have family members that are calling over here worried about you?
No.
Dad is called over here looking for you.
Dad.
Yes. I think it's dad. I think it's your dad.
See, there's a restraining order between, he put the restraining order
Mr. Smart.
on me.
Mr. Smart. We're not done. We'll talk about the restraining
I
order.
have your family members that have called multiple times looking for you, scared, trying to get you off the street because they're worried about you. And the last thing I want to do is stop this where you pick up a case, you plead, you get back on the street. You pick up a case, you plead, you get back on the street. You pick up a case. We've been doing this now for 5 years. It stops today. No. What I would like to do is set up a TRAS to see how we go forward with you, Mr. Smart. But as I see now, you are withering before my eyes. And it just, every time I see you, it looks worse.
What's it,
Mr. Smart, he'll explain it to you.
Sir.
I'll explain it to you as to you, sir.
A TRAS is an evaluation to see how we go forward with you in light of your situation and what's going on with you. I don't want you to die, Mr. Smart. That's all I want. And you're very slowly killing yourself.
Isn't this is a trespass, Mr. Mayor?
Judge, Your Honor, he has 83 days. He has already spent in jail for this mistake.
Strong, do you get what I'm saying though?
I do get what you're
I've
saying.
literally, over the course of 4 to 5 years, every couple months, he would pick something up and then he takes off for a couple years. And look, this is not a good way to go through life, man. You're literally killing yourself extremely slowly. And you have people out there that really care for you, that are looking for you. I'm not going to take this. No.
Judge, just one extra argument. If we were to do jail release instructions to a family member.
We've done that.
After the plea, if he pleads today and we can, or even I can get in contact with his family, we can roll it to tomorrow. He pleads to the time served, I can have jail release instructions to one of those family members.
We've done that.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to family members.
Okay.
He doesn't stay. He goes back onto the street and does whatever he wants to do. The only thing that I would like to do is a TRAS to see how we go forward.
Okay.
But I need you to speak to my clinicians to see how best we go forward to figuring this out. But no more revolving door.
I thought this was just a misdemeanor, sir.
It's a misdemeanor, Mr. Smart.
Oh, how long can you hold me for a misdemeanor? I've been here for 2 months.
Not been here for 2 months.
It's been 80-something days.
All right. Thanks. I'd like to, can you set up the TRAS immediately, please? We'll get it done. Hey, Ms. Strong, I'll get it done within the next 2 days.
Okay.
So he's not sitting there languishing.
Okay.
Somehow I'll see if I can get you the numbers of the family members.
Yes, please. That would be helpful, Judge.
Mona's not here.
Okay.
She was the one who answered the phones, and I don't, there's got to be a way that we can like trace to see, get the phone numbers for you.
Okay.
And then I'll try to get it for you then.
Thank you, Judge. Should we do a 2-week
I
reset?
don't know, what do you think?
Does he have like a competency or anything?
I think
No,
make the
no,
difference.
it's all substance abuse. It's all,
I would say a week just to get the report done.
okay. We're going to expedite it for sure, but hopefully
Okay.
within the next, 3 days we can get it done.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Hey, ready? Hey, man.
Hey, I got Mr. Cleary smiling in your docket today.
Oh, Smiley?
Smiling.
Okay.
Basically, we're going to submit a mitigation package to the state right before our next appearance on April the 3rd for the felony for potential PTI.
You have it turned in?
No, I haven't turned it in yet, but
It's 200 days.
I know, Judge. I mean, I don't know why they set it so far apart. I didn't need all the way to
It's
April.
just a UCW, right?
Yeah, here is UCW, and it's really, it emanates from the alleged allegation up there in the felony court. Legally, absent him having probable cause of commission of another crime, we wouldn't be here for UCW. So essentially, I've talked to the state. I didn't ask for it to push your way out to April 3rd. But
I'm not going to care. I mean, it's just getting way too
well, I
long.
know, but at the very minimum, because we're at the end of February here, put on this, because I'm going to submit it prior to that so we get a decision that day. Maybe I get a decision sooner.
So
I mean,
you're going to have to submit 2 mitigation packets, right? You're going to have to do one in felony and one in misdemeanor because they're not going to just do one. So
is that the way they're doing that?
So let's do this. I'm going to set you off 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
He's got to have the packet done.
I'll submit both of them at that time, and hopefully we can have some resolution. I'm sure we will have resolution one way or the other.
Is Mr. Smiley here?
No, it's Prince waived.
Okay. I don't know how it got waived at 200 days, but it should not be. So let me tell you this, Frederick. So I'm setting him 2 to 3 weeks. If he doesn't have it done, I'm going to roll him day for day until he gets it done.
We'll have it done.
Okay.
I get it, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Take care, friend. Topic 22, or bottom of 22.
Okay.
Your Honor, I am here on Mrs. Diane Farris, Farris.
Wait a second, hold on. Hey, Corey. All right, good.
I'll stop by. My client yesterday, Simmons Urban.
You think?
I don't remember if she's.
You just said,
Okay, that's, yeah.
she wanted to talk to you, but.
Yeah, she said that I'm fired too. But I assume I'm not. Yeah.
She never told us that.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
just stay on it for now.
Okay.
You know, I don't even know what's going on with it.
Neither do I. We're waiting on the videos, so.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay, Your Honor. Thank you very much, sir. Judge, I'm here on Miss Diana Farris, and you're going to have to work with me on trying to get through this here. This is a very complex situation, being that I haven't had an opportunity to look at the facts of this case because I haven't been attached yet. But I've spoken with several people, but let's start it off from here. Mrs. Farris currently has a case of theft that was filed on February 6, 2025. It's my understanding that Mrs. Farris was under the impression that this case was dismissed. I told her I don't know when the case was.
It's open. She's never even been here.
Yeah, that's what, because she told me that she felt it was dismissed. She has a
I thought I
felony.
had hair.
Yeah, yes, sir. She has a felony. She's on probation in a felony court, and she's there. Her probation officer is here. She's in custody up there.
Probation officer's here.
Yes, sir. The probation officer is here, Mrs. Tiana. She knows more about this case than I do at this time, because she's
for coming.
Yeah. Judge, may she come up?
I don't know. Hold on a second. We haven't even done probable cause on this thing. All I know is that, was she due here? She failed to appear for a setting? Is that what happened with Ms. Ferris?
For Ferris?
Yeah.
Because she thinks this case was supposed to have been dismissed.
Okay, come up, Ms. Ferris.
It was a non-arrest and the PSR is up there with me. Oh, no, it's not. You brought it to me.
Okay. Ms. Ferris, you were charged with theft. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. I have no idea what happened on this case. All I know is that you've been charged with a Class A theft. I've appointed you a lawyer with Mr. Dixon now. We're going to do probable cause to see what actually happened. Please.
On January 5th, 2025, the complainant reported that his church mailed out checks for payments to various utilities with multiple checks that were then stolen. After being assigned the case, the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated that he received back his bank statement, which reported the following checks being stolen. The first check for $780.20, which was drawn off his.
Oh, I remember this. There's like several different people that are.
Yes, so there's multiple checks. The next check is for $780.40. The next check is for $784.09. That was to a Mr. Tinkham, who reported that he didn't know the individuals and did not give them consent to endorse or cash canvas checks. They did subpoena the bank records and showed that the checks were changed to pay Sonia Ferris at the Chase Bank at 1520 San Felipe Street.
Do we have it that she actually negotiated the check and put them in her account?
Are there any complete readings on the offers from you?
I have to figure that, banks, I mean, there are cameras everywhere.
And Judge, may you please ask her what
The
case?
teller job log journals indicate that the person casting the check presented a Texas ID as the primary identification source. The officer then checked this identification through the Texas driver's license database and found that it was associated to the.
What was the date of the transaction, may I ask, state? Because my client has been incarcerated. She hasn't been.
2023, believe it or not. Yes. On April 12th, 2023.
April 12th, 2023. Okay. So, Ms. Ferris, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. It's a bit too messy.
I was in the way.
We'll get there. I just wanted to make sure that it wouldn't be on the time that you were incarcerated.
April of 23, 22, April 23rd, I got out of the way.
Ms. Ferris, as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. That is, I guess you said a church, right? Or the person who is associated. So you're not to have any contact with the actual church and the person who is the owner of the checks. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the co-defendants in this case as well. If I find that you pick up a new case, if I find that you're a danger to my community, if I find that you break these conditions, then same will happen to your bond. I will revoke it, put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
I do.
I've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Dixon. If he tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, likewise, a warrant will issue.
Sir.
Guys, we have to set a bond on this case. So what bond? What do you think? State?
Do you want to do like a week or two?
What's appropriate? And is a PR bond appropriate in this case in light of that she's on felony probation for a third-degree felony?
We asked for $5,000, Your Honor.
Judge, I would respectfully ask a PR bond on this case. The probation officer, the CS community supervision officer is here. Mrs. Farris has been diagnosed as being bipolar with psychotic tendencies. She was on cocaine, ecstasy, and other major drugs, but she was determined to be competent. Right now, she is not free. She is not free. She is in custody with the in-house.
Oh, she's in DDRP?
Yes, sir. She's in DDRP at this time.
So I have to give her a PR bond.
Yes, sir.
Because if I take her into custody now, that kind of ixnay on the DDRPA, right?
And her felony court's aware, we did a case review and they want her to continue treatment, finish it successfully.
And I always want, it's okay, don't worry about it. I always want that as well. You know, we want you to complete the treatment. It is also a condition of your bond that you're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, so I will set the bond at $5,000 and then I will grant her a PR bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Case number? It is 255-0584. Thank you. Okay, so for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We will also have you meet with Felicia for your bond conditions. We'll have you sign the bond conditions. Do you have a date of release?
Yeah, I can look right now.
Yeah, do you mind if you can provide it to Mr. D? That way we know we can set her case for the day after. That way we can get here to be able to monitor her with everything. Okay, all right. Good luck, Ms. Ferris.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. D. Yeah, hi, Bo, come on up.
We have a plea for Mr. Marco Diaz, Your Honor.
Let's do it.
We'll have you right now.
I'm sorry, they were waiting on the bond amount for Robinson. Who were waiting for this bond at?
The second team. 5001.
The conditions for Ms. Ferris, can we go over those again?
No alcohol, no drugs, random UA, no contact with co-defendants, no weapons, no contact with the church, or no contact with the person who's, I guess, either the owner or the money. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Diaz.
How you doing?
So you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, sir, that this is going to go on your record. It can be used against you anytime you pick up any new cases. You will now be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. It looks to me that you're also on felony probation. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand that this can, by pleading guilty to this offense, this may result in that probation being revoked, resulting in further confinement. Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you still want to do this?
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense of possession of a controlled substance, guilty or not guilty? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never come back and change this. You understand? You're on felony probation. There's only so many times they're going to bend over before they, put you in prison, man.
Sir,
I don't
want that.
Don't say anything, but really, the more you pick up, the worse it is. All right? All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good seeing you.
Come on.
I'm pushing on Mr. Wally. Wally, W-A-L-L-E.
Judge, I signed on, did a motion to sub about 2 months ago. We got it. So we got a deal together. He's not here, but I get a short reset till next Friday.
What are you guys doing?
We're going to end up doing time served.
Okay. Are you sure it's not going to be like a PTI? Because it's at 190 now.
And I signed on, I did a motion.
I understand, but.
I talked to him about it. I think he's We're good.
So,
Thursday or Monday?
yeah, what if,
Friday, I'm not gonna be here Thursday, next Thursday. So Friday.
Are you?
Yes, sir. I'll figure out another day next week. That's fine.
whatever you want.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
We gotta be here for the next one.
Yes, sir.
Whatever day you want.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Ready?
He wants to continue with our services, so he wanted me to sign on. Yeah.
So I guess do a motion to sub. We may have them in the, do we have motion to sub in the tower or with you? Motion to sub?
For Ramirez 4?
No. He wants to file one. Do you have one? Okay, I have one here. I'm not filling out. Do you still want to do the plea today?
Yes.
Okay, so just have him write up what we can do. Joseph,
One of your keys.
where's Mr. Wyckoff?
He hasn't been brought up, Judge.
Yeah, he's not here yet. I asked him if he was gonna stay on, I went to go.
He got arrested, huh?
He was gonna roll until tomorrow.
No, but I didn't even know. They picked up what happened.
I didn't know it was investigating. He's been AWOL with me.
Oh, he picked up a deliverance.
Oh, did he?
He's at no bond on a PCS with intent.
There's two. There's two.
Okay, I'll sign. Let me, hold on, Joseph. Let me sign this real quick so they can get working. I see it. I got it. Hey, Joseph. He's bond denied on a second-degree felony of that PCS with intent. And we set for Wednesday of next week. If you want to withdraw, go for it. We can appoint him a lawyer.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is we'll give one setting for them to figure out what he wants to do, you know, because it's all, he's been just saying, you know, it's been we've had so many issues with Mr. Wyckoff, man.
Yeah, he's just got some major problems. Thank you, Judge.
He said you gotta do it again.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Down, two officials. Council for reset. Oh, should I use your next?
No, I'm on this. I have a case tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it right here. You would be on the. Yes, Marcus?
But he comes to me.
Do you want to pick a day now and then tomorrow? Do you want to do that tomorrow? You can only.
Did it say it was, you returned that it was successful or did it get rejected?
Yeah.
I see.
I'm just gonna call it quick.
Yes, they're actually 29 people. Board Thursday, that'll be.
Ray, did you get it?
Your Honor, I think Victoria asked the owner to get it for us. What time?
Ray, I have it.
She has it.
I have it, Ray, I just need your information.
Okay.
These cards.
Camila Santana.
We're just gonna do a short reset on that plea, Your Honor, and come back to you. They just hadn't heard back yet. They were okay with it on a time served. I don't have any reason to think they would not be okay with pleading open to you as we've discussed.
How long do you want?
Not long.
Because I know it's old now, right?
I don't
do a week?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We get that, Your Honor. I mean, I can do
Yeah.
that's it.
No, I mean, just no. Great.
Well, today's Thursday. So it's gotta-
20, what's another week?
And I can email.
And then he was gracious enough to, sub in when.
Favors are the ones that always get complicated.
Always. Murphy's Law,
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So whatever day you want, just pick,
Next
up to
Thursday,
a
a week from today.
Whatever you want.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
I just sent it to you. Look over here and then approach the judge to see. Yes. Counsel for reset? Yes. What's the
Yes.
Shall we say? Okay, I'll call it the sign.
Yes.
That's what.
May we approach, Judge? Good morning. I'm approaching on off-docket matter, Austin Benton. It should be a paper right there. It's a motion to modify his bond conditions. I've spoken with the state. I spoke with Sebastian on this case, and they're in agreement to the motion.
Is Mr. Benton here?
He is not, Judge.
Hey.
Come on up.
So.
It happened here, though, Judge.
Yeah, I mean, so hold on a second. Dude's got an open aggravated assault and an assault of family member. Are they all the same complaining witness?
Yes, sir. So my understanding from the conversation is that, first of all, the complainant's out of state. And there was a residency restriction that he could.
Have you verified that?
Yes, sir.
So you know that this person?
Yeah, this person.
Okay, well then that's.
We're just trying, and all we're trying to do, Judge, is felony didn't put no contact order, misdemeanor did, so we're just trying to mirror the conditions. What we're trying to do, Judge.
So you want contact with?
Yeah, they have a child together, so they're having issues communicating about the child. They're using a third party right now, and it's been causing issues, especially with her being out of state. So they have asked for that.
Baby out of state as well?
She is. Mom took off with the baby out of state.
Problem is that what if he wants to go out there to try to?
But we are switching the residency restriction from their shared apartment to her place in Georgia, so he cannot go there.
Council for reset.
So we're including that
So
residency.
he understands that he cannot
Yes, Judge.
have physical appearance with her at all, only, I guess, communication via phone or I guess text message.
I can explain that to him, Judge, because my understanding.
What about FaceTime? Is that? What does she want? What kind of contact what is the extent of contact that she wants? Because contact is a very loose term, right?
I believe in my motion, Judge, I was specific about, it's right now no contact, and I mirrored the language in the felony one, which is the Moab language. And I'm probably gonna use the wrong term, but no assaultive or threatening communication is what I put in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think where we're at is she's not cooperative. She doesn't want to press charges and she's out of state. And, I understand that she's not even at this location.
What was the extent of the assault? Do we have like shooting a gun or do we have a bat?
Pointing a pistol.
That's the allegation, Judge. He says otherwise. He says he never did, that she was using it as a reason to get him out of the apartment. That's what he's telling me.
I'd like to talk to him.
Okay.
I will acquiesce to you, but I want to talk to him so I can admonish him properly.
Right.
And then I will.
Would you be okay with me putting in the docket for the 6th?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Absolutely. You can bring him tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's Friday.
Friday, yes,
You want
Judge.
tomorrow or Monday, whatever you want, but I want to
Okay.
talk to him so that we're all on the same page and then
Judge,
I'll
of
acquiesce to you. In the interim, so I guess she's okay with any kind of contact then, right?
Yeah, she wants it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and she has communicated with my office to that extent as well, Judge.
I will grant it, but let me get him here so I can talk to him and then.
Yes, I'm next back in county on the 6th. so
Whatever you
I'll
want.
get set, Judge.
It's up to you. You pick it.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Judge.
Of course.
Good to see you, Judge.
You're representing him upstairs too?
Yes, I'm on both.
Make it so much easier. Great. Come on up. Yeah.
Judge, did you want to back this when he comes back up? Just file it for him?
Yes.
Yeah. File it for now and then can.
1 week reset.
Whatever you want.
Thank you, Judge.
You too.
Yeah.
That's it.
People on the subcommittee on the courtroom. Nice day. Hey Trey, for the bond for Ferris is 5,000?
Yes.
Okay, well, okay. And I'm gonna put in a just to Oh, God. We'll put them on for that tonight. I'll just know. Oh, I already got it. Council for reset. Do we clarify? I say broad. So that he can put it in the system and you get him certified. Which date did you want to put it on?
6 months. Very good. Very good. Santana, Santana. You think a week will be enough?
Just push it out.
Should have gave me the $300 money. I have to find it. Can I get 2 weeks?
I can put it on, but the sharing.
I'll get that one. Yeah, I want to keep coming back. I did everything before that.
Okay, yeah.
If you weren't rejected, go back.
I'll go ahead and just.
So he didn't sign it?
He didn't sign it. He said he's gonna wait and get back on docket to, so I'll keep this one once he files and I'll just. Do you want to keep it or do you want me to just? Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want. I'm just asking if you sure you signed it. He didn't sign it.
They do too. Yeah. You'll need it, or you need to certify. Yeah. Certified. I didn't see it. I know it's that not the externally. Yeah.
Just sign this. Order to exchange portable to admission and you need it certified. Or it was, and you know, the copy that I'm certified. Please, that's okay. Did you get the copy? See that? You want the original, right? So
Yeah.
I wanted to get copy. Well, sometimes copies do ready up. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you need the original.
Yeah.
I need the original.
He needs a certified copy.
So you're going to something? You'll certify when you bring it back?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Okay, take care.
All right, you ready to go through the list?
Yeah. Sorry.
And the first part.
I'm sure.
Yeah. You're trying to get the box.
Say it again?
I just made a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ray?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Hey.
David Montalongo.
Okay.
And the state made an offer today, Your Honor, to dismiss the assault and to plea on the terroristic threat. We just need to do a little bit of research as far as how that's going to impact certain questions that our client has. If we just get a quick reset.
You mean like immigration?
No, like regarding weapons and those types of things.
Okay, I mean, it's 1,300 days old. I give you a week.
Yeah, a quick
At the
reset.
next setting, it's plea or trial.
Got it. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
No, I'm already. Could you please sign the bond in your too? That was like not a lot. Only brings it out to March 6th. 3/6 prior to appearance. And we're supposed to do what next?
Sign what?
The bond.
No, I didn't.
All of them.
No, we can take everything. I don't know if we go. Yes, we're giving some.
Ferris? Are you? So the sign is good, and I'll go over everything with you. This is just.
Just because it's messed up. I gotta wait to figure out that. And then that's the right.
But it's a easy show. Okay, just kidding, Judge. Could you actually remove your signatures? Not so I could have her sign? No. I forgot that it doesn't let me vote.
Sims, James Sims.
Thank you.
And the job file is in missile or spent.
All right, there you go. Judge, that's okay, that's your signature.
Okay.
241-844-5. Austin Ray. He completed DDRP. After he got out, he just hasn't been reported. His mom is concerned because he stopped taking his mental health medication. Okay.
Sure.
Judge, it looks like Attorney Strong filed jail release instructions for Austin Rubio.
For who?
Austin Rubio. Did she approach you about that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want us to put them in your queue or hold on?
I'm not signing it. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she brought that up with them.
But it's. Okay, Judge, now it's ready to be signed. Thank
They will be, yeah, it's giving me that exactly. It's a whole lot. Yeah, I was at Paris. I was like, when she get out of the yeah. 6:30. That's okay. 6 hours lessons. The judge already. Yeah, thank you. Hey, did you hear nothing on the? That's what you can do. Oh, yes, but I'm almost certain that if you have anything.
Yeah. Yes, right. But she needs to know the date so she knows when to come, right?
Oh. I mean, first of all, I would like to hire a brand because when you're ready to do the panic or something. Yeah, I mean, it was. Especially the brand. I because it's the Monday. Yeah. I think that's, yeah, maybe it was just myself. Yeah, it is. If you have a bar, if you have a bar, that's the ranking of his belt. It's like I'm sitting in a bar. This guy waiting for my house. But yeah, I'm not. Check her now. Well, usually I have a usually thing that that time, but well, not all, you know, but it's like it's usually so it's negotiation. Felt like to me, just really, you know, hopefully we find that we see Margaret and
It's also you got the right areas, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, Judge, ready? Okay. Page 6.
Hey, get your sister.
Sister, page 6, Coleman. That for arraignment, child to appear has a felony or been.
Really? Arraignment. Oh, God. What? How did he even get up here? He's got two. I don't understand things. 5001. You have to do a bail order real quick.
No one sees it, we'll see the pizza and have to know. It's all the work. Okay, so he said they are probably. Right, that's fine. It isn't good. It isn't from also the I. And I didn't know 25.
I was wrong. It wasn't a PR bond. Made a surety bond and failed to appear. So now 5002.
Okay.
Sorry.
It was going to be an awful lot. Did you actually? Aaron. I hear Judge, did you need me?
Okay.
Is the plea ready for Rodriguez?
5-4-0. Almost. Almost 3-0.
I didn't know if it was filed. Okay.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
No, Trey.
I was about to say,
You know who that is, right?
yeah, that's what I'm pretty.
Okay.
Fucking off.
No, who's the Speedy Gonzalez? That was his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was in the cartoon a lot. Hey, Vic, who's next?
Next is. So page 9, Edwards. Counsel, this case was on docket yesterday. Counsel came in and signed on. He did the attorney of record and then he left. I tried calling, it goes to voicemail. I tried emailing, or I did email several times yesterday. And today I emailed him twice, no response.
Okay, 2501. We've never even done an arraignment on this case.
No, the defendant was sent to CHA to hire. So he didn't come in, his counsel was signing on. But
No, but they're still supposed to be here.
who, the defendant?
Yes.
No, Judge, hold on, maybe I'm saying it wrong. So the attorneys called to say he was signing on, and he didn't sign on the last setting. And I told her, we didn't, could you please do one? Right, and then so he did. So the defendant was already waived for yesterday's setting.
Okay. So I'm not going to revoke it then because it's waived. Or today's supposed to be here.
Yeah, today is supposed to be here. But I don't know that he knows that because counsel has not responded at all.
Okay, so I guess send one more email saying if you guys fail to show up tomorrow, then we are going to revoke the bond.
Okay.
So SFBF again tomorrow.
Okay.
What is your last name, sir, in the green?
I emailed Mike Lumps to Zoom on for the results.
Yeah, it's all electronic.
So he's in the waiting room.
Yeah, so please, I'm working on
I don't know. All I have is a Craig, Leon Craig. I don't have anyone. I've got an iPhone, but I don't know if that's him. I don't answer just iPhones. I get a lot of malicious people that try to, Zoom on. So unless I know.
I mean, just like Victoria.
I think I have his cell phone. Aaron.
Waiting for
Okay, do you mind? Are they bringing him out?
Oh, so he's just not going to leave. Okay, I'm gonna name him.
Up here.
Is that you in the Zoom waiting room? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Julian Vincent Rodriguez. Go ahead and sign it down. You can sign the paperwork.
Rodriguez, Vincent, counsel's in one.
Good morning, Judge. My approach?
Yeah, talk to me.
He's the thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
We got.
I have Mr. Spence, Your Honor.
Wait for your turn.
Page 24. Illegal online digital business.
Hello? And? Okay, zoom back on. Do you mind? Please, thanks.
Huh? Gonzalez?
Okay, give me a second, Dion.
Yes, sir.
You are Vincent Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rodriguez, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 9-month deferred. So he's got 2 cases. He's got the criminal trespass and this case.
Right, and they're going to be dismissing the newer criminal trespass case.
Is this what you want to do, sir? You're going to be on paper for the next 9 months. As a result, you cannot use illegal drugs. You cannot use alcohol. And I'm going to test you like crazy. I want you to know that. You really want to do this. If you violate this probation, you're looking at a year in jail. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Are you sure? He picked up a case while he's on bond. I mean, really? Are you going to be able to make this thing? You can't even stay out of trouble while you're on bond for this case, man. Really?
That's what I'm making. I got this.
You know, the thing is that when you get on probation and it gets revoked, you look at a whole ton of more time and you're expected to do stuff on time, meet with probation every month. You have to take a test every month to prove that you're not using alcohol or illegal drugs, no smoking weed, no using, you know what I mean? Are you sure you can do this?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do you plead to the offense of terroristic threat? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for 9 months. As part of the agreement, you will do an effective decision-making class. You will do an 8-hour anger management class, 20 hours of community service. Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
Then that's what we're going to do. You will now be expected, instead of the community service, You need at the very minimum a high school diploma, Mr. Rodriguez. And now that I know that you don't have one, I'm going to keep you until you get one. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to test you in 2 weeks for drugs and alcohol. You know now. Do not use. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will make you a deal. I like to take people off early when they do well to reward them. The minute you get your GED, and I mean, you got to do the class as well, but the minute you do get your GED, I'll take you off, man. All we want you to do is make you better than you left. But I'm telling you now, I will hold you to this until the end. So if you try to toy with us, I can file an issue a warrant for your arrest, put you in jail, let you out after a week for you to do what you're supposed to do. You toy again, you're right back in, and in 2 weeks this time. Toy again, 3 weeks next time. Do you understand?
I understand.
All I want you to do is get your high school diploma.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
I understand.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Waive all his fees. It's never about the money, Mr. Rodriguez. I don't care about the money. Money makes no difference to me. It's just you doing what you say you're going to do and keep my streets safe, because that's what I care about. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. Oh, Tony.
Señor González. Good morning.
Mr. Gonzalez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, first offense. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow, so you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 270 days in jail with credit for the 96 days that you have done. Is this how you understand this?
Yes.
You need to understand, Mr. Gonzalez, that this charge is going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. If you ever get pulled over in a car, an officer looks you up, they're going to, they will see the DWI. If they roll up to your window and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go well for you.
Okay.
Do you understand? You need to also understand that as of today, you will now be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Okay.
You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are sufficient consequences. You can be deported from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I would never get into a car again because you're taking a humongous risk. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above?
I had 1.15, I think.
Okay, so that is true then.
Así que es verdad.
Okay, true enhancement. All right, sir. Did he say guilty?
Yes, Your Honor, he did.
Usted se declara culpable. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to find you guilty. I will send you to the agreement. I am now going to suspend your ability to drive 90 days. Do not drive with a license. Good luck, sir. Okay, we're going to waive all the fines and. Okay, good luck, Mr. Gonzalez. Okay. Give me a second. Hold on. I have Dion. He's been waiting. Dion.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Okay, you have
Spence?
Shaquan Spence, his appearance was waived.
Okay. Is discovery
The state
complete?
just made an offer. I want to try to negotiate that down a little bit, Judge. Maybe 30-day reset, please.
They offered 30 days, you say?
No, I'm asking you for a reset for 30 days. They made a BIP offer, a PTI, including BIP was the offer. I'm just trying to get that a little lower.
Judge, it was the online, but it's like.
It's an online bid. It's not the 18-week.
Okay, okay.
So, okay, I mean, your case is old. I will give you the reset that you want, but at the next setting, it's plea or trial. And he's got
That's fine, Judge, that's fair.
Okay,
All right, Judge, how is March 24th through the 26th?
March 24th through the 26th.
28.
Okay, it's yours.
24th through the 26th. 28th.
Fine.
24 to the 26th.
I'll do 26 if I can zoom in. 26 will be fine.
Okay,
Required appearance?
yes, defendant must be here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Thanks, bud.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too. Coming up.
Exactly right.
Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
did you test, last name again?
Wilson.
Wilson, did you test Mr. Wilson? Yes. He was supposed to go take a test. Did you go take a test?
Yes.
Did he take a test with probation?
49 San Jacinto.
They're both pre-trial and probation building. I don't see any ones on our end, but for the MHA,
Oh.
it may have been with Shatoria. Yeah.
Do you know where she is?
She's right there, talking with Tony custody.
Yeah.
Just coming.
Hi, Shatori. That's okay. So we sent Mr. Wilson for a test?
It's negative.
Wonderful. Okay, that's all I'm asking you to do. Stay negative, don't use, and stay out of trouble. So you said the next reset day that you got was what day?
April 17th.
I can give you the same day, Mike, but with us, we need to do something on that day.
Oh, no, I agree. And
I'm not holding it any
believe-
longer after that. We will have a hearing. If it's not resolved upstairs by then, I'm going to have a hearing whether to
Yes,
revoke.
sir. Yes, sir. No problem. If we have the medical records, then I think the state will be in a different position.
So let's set up a hearing on that, on the 17th. And let
Yes, sir.
everybody know as far as probation department so that they're ready. Subpoena if they need to, they're subpoenaed. Okay. Don't use, stay out of trouble. I don't want to have to put you in jail. Do you understand? Okay. All right. We'll have you sign a reset. We'll get you out of here.
Right this way.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Someone else is on drugs. Went on good.
That was funny.
I think that's it, right? We done?
Almost, Judge. Let me take a look.
Mr. D, you're good to go.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Ma'am, what is your name?
Here you go. Here's the results.
Gonzalez?
Yes, sir. Judge, I've emailed counsel 3 different times. No response.
Have you spoken to your lawyer?
Spoke to her since then, and she said that Ms. Hudson got stuck in another court, and that her, Ms. Hudson or Chris Jeremy would be here very shortly. That's what I have.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll, can roll it again, but if someone's not here by the next time, tell them I'm gonna have a show call, I'm gonna have a show cause hearing. I can't get them here. It's been 3 times already.
Yeah,
Have they turned in the mitigation packet, state?
Who is the?
Gonzalez is the last name.
The Chris Logan?
Yes.
Okay.
The reset I gave you?
No, I have my own, it's like papers. It's like rolled up papers.
We need to put them in the jury box maybe?
Just not up here, so you're up here.
I didn't see anybody grab anything here.
Oh, no, I was reading, over here.
Oh.
I got almost,
Okay.
You don't have anything in file?
Nothing we have, no mitigation.
Dog it. Wait. I guess, is that the last thing?
No, Judge.
What else?
We have,
Mr. G, you got something?
Just a matter of what do you want to do with David Shaw, Judge? He was on bond with us on tampering with a government record. Subsequent to that, he picked up a indecent exposure.
Oh, I had no idea. You got him back there, Shaw?
He's in custody.
You mind bringing him out?
Anna, did you? Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I read it.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh.
That's not good. I only did this. Today, was he done it? You gave it. That's a little weird. So I don't know.
That's all right.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll just get back. Yeah, I guess so. Got out of class or something.
Yes, sir. No, sir, to the judge. Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
You are on bond for tampering with a government record in addition to a fraud. And it has now come to my attention that you've picked up an indecent exposure. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. On the indecent exposure, please.
On February 25th, 2025, officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas. And the complainant stated that she walked to the parking lot of her apartment complex. And the complainant stated she entered the driver's seat of her vehicle, which was parked north to face her apartment building. And she observed the resident of the apartment number 320 staring at her from the window of his apartment. The defendant then lowered his shorts below his genitals and held his erect penis in his hand and was moving his hand up and down along his penis in a sexually gratifying manner. The complainant was offended and alarmed.
All right, Mr. Shaw, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to expose yourself into public against other people. Do you understand? I'm now also, being that you are on bond with the case and you've now picked up a new case, I'm now going to revoke your bond on the first case as well. And I will now set that at 5,003. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case, and not to go within 500 feet of where she lives or where she works. You understand?
Yes.
Also not to be in possession of weapons as well.
Impossible, is that? No, it's not impossible. It's in order to court. You're going to have to move it. If it's 200 feet, you can't stay there. It's a serious offense.
Okay, so Felicia, do you mind? I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs as well. So don't worry about the conditions. Since I'm going to have them monitored, and I'm now going to put a GPS monitor prior to release Felicia as well, so that we know where he is.
May I ask a question, Judge? State, do you know the exact location of where the complaining witness distance of residence? I think they stay in the same complex. Do you know the
You know
distance?
what we can do, because it's gonna probably take a little bit of time to calculate. Why don't we roll it to tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
That way we can also give time to calculate where he lives in relation to the complaining witness. Because I don't want you to go anywhere near her. I want this person to feel safe, and I don't want you anywhere near this person. Do you understand?
Good, we're rolling till tomorrow.
I would like conditions signed now, and then we can always modify later on. But I guess because they may live in the same complex, we'll have to delineate, or find how far it is one to the
So
other.
how many feet would you like me to put for the moment?
For the moment, for now, 500,
Yes, sir.
and then we can come back and change if need be.
Yes, Judge.
Okay?
Thank you.
So we need him to sign real quick and then.
Is it anything pre-trial? Is it pre? Stays?
Yeah, it's the other number.
No.
Okay, can we do the regular? If he wants to start to. You know, the house is.
You're right, that's true.
Second position, the bench shaded out, you can see all. Yeah.
Do we have another plea?
Yeah, the attorney said hold over, he's talking with the right now, but I already told him already, he's coming back and forth, he was there before.
Vic, can we finish up?
Yes. Rule 14, Lent. It was
Yeah.
2 bonds posted and 50 case. But the new case he picked up, the arraignment date on the bond was for tomorrow.
But he's supposed to be here on the terroristic threat and the criminal trespass here today?
No, today, his bond paperwork only has today's date for the terrorist case.
For the terroristic threat?
Yes.
Okay, so 10,003 on that one.
The other one has paperwork for tomorrow.
So roll that one.
Yes. Are you gonna do a BL?
Understand your position. You try.
Yes.
Shot.
Oh, yeah.
David shot. We're gonna try to estimate the distance between his apartment complex and the apartment complex.
I'll come over there, so. Okay, so is he good to go back right now? You done?
Yeah, he's right.
Okay, and also, Mr. D, for your quinceanilla reference.
Yeah, she's already been reset, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I talked to, when I came back from URD, I saw her and they were talking to her, so we all talked, all 4 of us talked together.
Okay, so her GDRP ends on 6:30, so I put her on for the Monday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, next.
Next judge is page 19, Robinson. You could get tested. Do we have the results?
5,001. He's in custody.
Oh. 5,001?
Yeah.
Next is page 20, Romero, set for arraignment failed to appear, first time.
2501. Do they need a translator on that one too?
Yes, I already said.
Yeah, was there another one?
We have one more plea on Ramirez.
I need him. I mean, is the attorney still back there?
Okay, Vic, who's next?
That's it, Judge.
That's it? Okay.
I'm gonna generate the disposal orders from the side.
Yeah.
I'll get it back in the talk.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What is this?
Ready to go?
Will you see my dad?
Yeah.
There we go.
You back from? Thank you.
And if we need to change it to our weekend.
Yeah.
Every time we
Tomorrow.
Gonzalez and.
And Blaze, do you mind signing an MRP, please? Thanks. So on that one case, can you email the lawyer or the office and say that if no one shows today, we will issue a show cause hearing or tomorrow?
You're talking about Hudson's matter, 457 from Gonzalez. Yes, it might happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, fixture depiction on Shaw. We can't find the address for the complaint, the correct apartment number for the complainant. We put the entire apartment complex, is that gonna cause issues?
What he stays with.
Does he? Okay, do you know by any chance what apartment he's in?
I can get that information.
I mean, even with the 500, it's gonna cover both of their apartments, most likely, unless this is like some gigantic complex.
Kind of just small.
Yeah, so that's not scary.
I'm gonna try to call her right now.
Yeah, I'll leave the address as is right now, because it's signed, so if anything happens, he'll get his GPS and will be in place, but if he's here tomorrow.
GPS can do it.
Because it lists number 323 is of his apartment complex in Johannesburg.
Can I give you a cost number?
The officer expensive stuff.
As long as
So
we
we
get
still have
for tomorrow.
Okay.
Like two.
We'll figure it out.
I just want to make sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Lane?
We'll get it.
It's like custody something.
He picked up a fourth case. So I was gonna say if we could put him on for tomorrow. But I gotta reach out to Brian and see if he's okay with that.
I can email him and ask him, or I can call him and ask him right after docket.
What can you say is available?
Then I can go ahead and.
Not already.
Not correct.
For Friday or Monday, I can tell him.
We put it in.
Okay,
Just need the court date and then.
Which makes you think.
Is it eventually going to go in the system?
Yes.
Me too, I was thinking.
Just not tomorrow.
Just tomorrow.
So I'll call by tomorrow and see.
Is it bad if you wait to do the court director?
Okay,
Do we need it today? Is that what you're saying?
Very basic.
I think we should put it in the system just to be safe. Because it doesn't really matter my conditions as much as the court director. Just in case something happens if he gets up. Just for safety. The fee range to try to get tomorrow.
Oh, this was that guy.
But yeah, but then just in case someone decided. So
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I don't think it'll hurt.
Make them okay. I want to make a mistake.
He already signed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't show that.
And if anything happens, I can always push it forward, you know?
I might forget still. It's in pending right now?
It's just please hold for like.
We'll think.
That's what a lot of young lawyers don't see.
Judge, can you sign the disposal order, please?
Yeah.
And some of them are going to be fine.
Are you doing the plea?
Oh, no, I'm translating for the two.
Oh, you're translating?
Yeah,
Okay, great. Oh, you're for him.
yeah, just.
I see, great. Yeah.
Captain. Yes. Want you to listen to those 911 calls. My client, we just left over on the board, like, I want you to read the 911 call. And I want you to let him know what I see. Next time, you think that there were 911 calls and because the client is not there, right? Right. He's gone. He's gone. So he's not on the
We should be a council.
It's possible. Yeah. And that's what she.
No, this is fine.
Might be doing.
Driver's license probably isn't where she's living.
Probably not.
She's so young.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. He put down the box.
That's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I understand.
I was on here.
Yeah. That's all.
Mr. Ben. What happens? Like everything when. She said.
She's kind, but she got to sign the bottom though.
Oh, she can do it. Yeah.
She's, oh, wait a second, no.
She's not going to support. Yeah.
Right, no.
I mean, if she wants to help me get signatures, I'll
Yeah.
for interpreter.
That's
That would be
okay.
perfect. She knows this.
Signature's okay, but for please, documents, yeah.
She's.
Is your name Isas? Isas? Go ahead and sign. Go ahead and sign. Going to sign for your plea.
Check my PC.
Right thumb on the left. Press down home. I was looking for such a door.
Judge, I'm gonna go check that office and see what we're. Oh.
I'll run to court aid to see.
She's got a judge. Judge. Yeah, he was able to get her. Oh, right.
Yay.
Buenos días, señor.
Buenas, ¿qué tal?
Yo soy su intérprete. Por favor, conteste a voz alta.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Ramirez Plat.
Buenos días, señor.
Good morning, sir.
You're charged with two cases. You were charged with driving while intoxicated.
Acusado de manejar.
You're also charged with failure to stop and give information.
Por si dar información.
Both of those are Class B misdemeanors. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Una multa de dos.
You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 150 days in jail, credit for the 55 days that you have already done.
Ya que ya.
Is this how you understand the agreement?
Sí.
Yes.
You need to understand, sir, that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the DWI. You're pleading the DWI. The other case is getting dismissed, I'm assuming. Correct? So you need to understand that the DWI will go on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life. This is important because if you ever get pulled over, an officer, the first thing they do is they look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI, they go up to your car and they smell alcohol. It's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
I understand.
If I were you, I would never, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Lo he pensado siempre.
You also need to understand that this is an enhanceable offense. So from now on,
que aquí en adelante estaré enfrentando mínimo de 30 días en la
any new
cárcel.
cases that you pick up here, you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it all.
I understand.
This is what you want to do.
Lo que quiere hacer. Yes. Yes, sir.
Plead to the driving while intoxicated, sir.
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. I will now suspend your license or your ability to drive if you don't have one for 90 days. Do not drive, otherwise you will go right back to jail.
Cárcel.
Lo entiendo.
I understand that, sir. Buena suerte.
Venga, for court costume, so.
Venga, from. Thank you.
Okay, done.
I'm just waiting on 2 dismissals for the 2 pleas we did.
Okay, hey guys, we're missing 2 nollies.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah. We can get her.
And then council's here on Gonzalez.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, I think that was our last. Yeah, okay. But I'm sorry, on Palace. What does he not be on? Oh, I'm not
Those are the
sure.
only 2 nollies that you're.
Those are the only 2
That's it? Okay.
No, I was on.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yeah, no one else back there?
No, I'm just in my pretty clear here. No, because he just put a deed of the okay, and so on Rodriguez. Yes.
He has a second case on document.
Sorry.
Tomorrow's team. So he's leaving that one out.
No, I'm.
Okay.
We had to. That's good though. Hold on, I'm the best.
Okay, well, let him, yes.
They just changed our official form, of course. Be strong.
And is it Ella?
Are you going to approach on the Rubio release instructions? Yeah. Oh.
I didn't, but I will.
Okay.
Okay.
I was sure.
Yes. And there's.
Ramirez, what, the one that we just did, it was the, the failure to give,
So I just emailed him, to verify it, so he's gonna dismiss.
Okay.
So you got the comp report back.
Okay, so then you'll have to wait. We'll try to get Judge.
on the.
So.
So the big four, 150 for felonies.
Jackson was set.
Thanks. They're both filed.
Thank you. Joe Ball. And some processing. You can pick it up. So, did you want to print out the bill? Because there's nothing you to others or everyone to sign it as it would. Okay, I'm trying
Just so I know what to do next time. So I filed the jail release instructions on a client who has come back as incompetent. So Mr. Morris has told me file the jail release instructions, and then once those are signed,
Then
he will
dismisses it, right?
he'll dismiss them. Is that something I need to approach on after I file?
Yes, because I need
So
to
you
know,
know
because
to-
otherwise I wouldn't know that he's going to file a nollie.
Okay, thank you. So now I know.
No one emails me, no one tells me, so, yeah, so now I know, now I'll sign it, and then that way it gets dismissed. Because
Okay.
otherwise I would never know.
Right, okay, then I'll approach on those things. Thank you, sir.
For sure.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, now we can sign.
Okay.
Jacqueline, Shabari. I'm so sorry. When did you get right up here? Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Hey, Miss Hudson. Hey, you have that client. Have you guys filed the mitigation packet yet?
Yes, we submitted mitigation packet.
They're not showing that they have it, though.
Who'd you submit it to?
Yes, we got it.
Okay.
You do have it.
Okay, is that me or you have it?
Do I have it in front of you? No, but there's a note
Okay,
in the file.
now that I know that you guys have filed it, we'll give you a couple weeks for you guys to get either the acceptance or the denial. If you get the acceptance at that time, get ready to get the interlock, pay the DA fee so that they can finally file the supervision order.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it would be granted or denied. You know, now everything's up in the air, so. You got everything, State?
I think we do, Your Honor. I'm gonna be honest, the note from Ashley's a little bit vague. I'm not sure if she got the packet or saying I'm willing to consider PTI.
What is
I
it?
get a packet.
The note we have saying that she wants to hear from the complainant with the writ and that she'll consider PTI, but she didn't mention anything about having received the mitigation packet.
So honestly, I think we cover all bases if we could just get it emailed one more time because it's not.
Actually, and I can show you guys the email.
Or if
as
it did get
well.
sent in, it just hasn't been uploaded over to us.
Mhm.
So I guess if it's not been filed, let's roll it to tomorrow to get filed.
You said to Ashley, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes, she was good.
So,
So, yes, so she has it, she's still making her decision on whether or not.
okay, so let's set it off a week to see what the decision is, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll waive her appearance for the next time since we're just waiting for a decision.
Thank you.
If it gets denied, then we'll set it for another week for you guys to do whatever. If it's approved, then we'll give you a little bit more time for you to get the contract and all that jazz. Okay?
Thank you,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
yes, ma'am.
I love your jacket, by the way.
This way, I mean.
Guys, we're done.
So I have jail release instructions.
I'll send you.
And I'll look at that one. So I sit here and file it, but I'm just waiting for dismissal to come through for.
I'll sign it later.
Yeah, so if I get it up to through.